YouTube decides we're live. The one thing, it's still processing it. The one thing that I'm most excited about, I think, is the hinges. Because we could probably make some kind of like VTOL stuff where the engines rotate.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking would be really cool. And I think we're live. I think we're on the internet. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. As the bobs tick and my music stops right as we do the intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Space Engineers. It's CaptainShack here, and I hear there's a killer robot loose.
Konnichiwa.
Hey. All right, that's the planet we're on. Back on planet something. I don't remember what we named it. Where are you at? Are you in yet?
Oh, I just crashed.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
Classic Space Engineers.
Oh, man. Right after the new patch. Excellent. There he is right there. We were talking about the mod that we put in, I put in last week, but you weren't around, sir. The Borg alcove one. Is he gonna build it, right? Is that gonna be a thing?
Yes.
He is. No, it's gonna be good.
Build my new home.
Hey, Stream. We're live. We're back. We managed to make it happen. Sorry we're late. Steam decided to tell me that we weren't online anymore, and so we couldn't load the map. Which is new. I'm heading up. Check, don't forget Critical Role is back July 2nd. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm real excited. This needs to be a door. I'm gonna put a door here. Because Tex really wants a door here. I'm gonna blame it on him. Yeah, they're doing pre-recording now, if you guys didn't know. I love that I'm like, at the beginning of my stream, I'm advertising and for another, like, not sponsored or anything, but I'm talking about like another channel and another stream. I find that funny. Why can't I? Oh, I don't have the DLC. Oh, I don't have the DLC, so I can't build any of the stuff.
You didn't buy the DLC?
No.
Do you even support the game at all?
What? No, I've never heard of this Engineers in Space game that you speak of. All right. Actually, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna put that right there.
I haven't even been home, and I bought the DLC.
Damn, Bob, that oiled it fast. So, there we go. But we do get some other stuff as part of the update, so I'm really excited about that. All I can remember is the hinges, to be honest. I have no idea what else is in the pack. So, if you guys in chat want to drop some knowledge bombs on us and let us know what was added to the update.
There's weather.
There's weather now. Yeah, there's supposed to be weather now. Do I have to turn that on for old maps? I wonder. Open the barn door and see if it's raining outside. That would tell us real quick. Oh, do. Hey, Army, thanks for the 2, man. Heyo, may the gonk be with you always. Yeah, there's like a, it's like foggy outside. Interesting. Interesting. One of our mod authors over on the Discord, Krieg, did I haven't installed it yet, I'm going to, but it's a new way of doing some of the lighting that's in the game. It's also changed, you know when you look at like a seat or a door and it lights up bright yellow?
Yes.
All right, well, it changes that to like a dull kind of grayish blue, and it's way easier on the eyes. He sent me a couple of screenshots. I wish I would have remembered to put it in there. He's also made a T-70 XWing mod with animated wings and everything. Like, you get all the parts, and it works with the new weapons core mod, so. Yeah, that's some other stuff we got to jump on, check out at some point. Inquisitor Thomas, thank you for the 5, man. I think today I'm going to tear apart my mining vehicle and rebuild it with the new hinges. I'm excited. This is gonna be cool. I'm thinking have them all like rotate so they point backwards to push the craft forward really fast, and then when I go to mining mode, they all like rotate down and it hovers.
I've made a commitment to continuously crash the game for one.
Nice. Weird. I wonder why it's doing that too. If it comes down to it, I can always like reload the server, reload the map, and see if that fixes it. What the shit?
Well, let's try, I guess, we'll check for the game's integrity first.
We got robots.
Tain't me.
I mean, not your kind of robots, like evil robots with sarcastic British accents. There we go. Meatbag. 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 All right. I think our turrets have done more damage to this base. Oh, you haven't seen the turrets yet.
I watched the stream last week.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool. So you know what's up. I put in defense points all around the base. Take this off. Maybe close the door, Shack. All right, fine. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, you take that. Ah, stop blowing holes in my ship. I mean, station. Base, whatever. Got some real chill tunes going right now. Heck. I thought this would get welded, but I guess it has a control panel. You still haven't been able to get in?
I'm verifying the integrity of my game.
It's probably not gonna fix it. I mean, maybe, but probably not. How do we want to do this? I need to cut these engines off. So let's take you out of here, and let's take you out of here. What's going on in chat? It's a little chaos right now over there. Cameron, thank you for the 5. Good morning, afternoon, and or evening. Once again, you beautiful bearded man. How are you today? How was the week? The week was good. We streamed a lot of X3 this week. That was fun. Played, let's see, X3 was pretty much like, that was the thing. Have you seen any gameplay of that?
I have watched a stream of you playing that.
Yeah. It's not for everybody. It's like 80% like menus nested in more menus.
Single player Eve.
Single player Eve is a great way of thinking about it, yeah. Single player Eve where you don't have to deal with, there's no good way to say this. People.
No, sounds like a pretty good way to say it to me.
If anyone's ever played Eve, oh man.
Spreadsheet simulator with trolls.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I wonder how many people in chat right now, especially with like my audience play Eve or have played Eve. I bet the audience numbers are massively have played Eve at least once versus actually play Eve.
That used to be our jam.
I know, man. We used to play that all the time.
Early days.
In the before times. I'm just cutting these wings off. Yeah, we used to play Eve all like hours and hours Eve. That was the chill thing to do. That was the easiest thing to play and do college homework. Because like there were so many things you could do where you just didn't have to pay attention, which is probably the sign of a bad game. Man or not, Puppers, thanks for the 5, man. Does Alti have his drill? He hasn't even been able to get in yet. I might have to reload.
I have my spirit drill. If you want me to suck out your soul, I'm here for it.
Oh god, that sounds awful. Big Chungus, thanks for the $2 donation. Love the vids, man. Keep up the great work. Stay safe. You too. You too. Things are getting crazy. I know I was reading the local news here, and we've got an increase in people being hospitalized right now for the damn virus. Yeah, it's like, oh, come on.
Whatever, I have records in my state. Most cases in a single day.
Oh,
Who
man.
got that?
Getting those numbers, putting scores on the board. Oh, God. Why? Oh. So bad.
It's okay, I wear my mask in public. Because I care about myself and others.
Shocking. Why are there things exploding outside?
Because you didn't wear your mask.
Oh, Jesus. Nexus is going crazy. Man, yeah. Hunter Buster, thank you for the 10. Will the Space Engineers series servers be coming back? When the Space Engineers servers be coming back? I have no idea. I don't run a Space Engineers server. Never have. Basically, running a Space Engineers server. Now, this may change because I know they're doing a little, I know they were doing a beta not too long ago working on the new multiplayer to make it so you can, it'll just run better and hopefully with more players. But right now, it's such a pain to try to even be a server manager and try to run a constant server. I think what would be cool to do a server where we like load it up. If the player numbers could get high enough, we load it up and then we only run it for like 3 or 4 hours on certain nights where we all get on and play together. Because the problem you have is when you get a bunch of people on and they're all building stuff, you always get those 2 or 3 people who go a little overboard and they have like, 45 grinders going all at once and 20 projectors running that just come crash the server. It's no good. I don't know. Maybe. We'll just have to see how the game develops. It's constantly changing. Okay, you are not grinding on any of this stuff. You still verifying?
Yes.
What's your percentage?
I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 15 blue bars across my thing.
Mm-hmm.
A little over 50.
I don't know what that means.
Same.
I have 15 blue bars across my thing. Excellent. Oh, man.
I make drugs, sir. I'm not a computer engineer.
Whoa, okay, please specify what that means for people who don't know what you do for a living.
I prepare chemotherapy medication for patients, okay?
Thank you. Oh, geez, you can't just drop a bomb like that on the during a stream and then just walk away from it. You gotta explain yourself.
Listen, I have a fun story about that.
Is it PG? This is a family
it's totally
show.
PG.
All right.
It's totally PG, I promise.
God, I'm trying to figure out how
One
these
of my
thrusters
old
work.
high school teachers goes to my clinic, and we go to the same gym. So one day she's doing her personal training with the trainer. I'm on the row machine. They walk by, and she goes, "Oh hey," and he's like, "Oh, you know him?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's my drug dealer."
Jeez. Oh, that's off. That's. I'm assuming someone explained it.
Well, the trainer looked at me. He goes, "So what you got?" And I said, "Chemo. I have chemo." And he goes, "Oh, nobody wants that." And I said,
I'm sorry.
shit."
There are people actually. Damn it. These aren't gonna rotate the way I think they're gonna rotate.
What, the hinges?
Oh, I'm doing it wrong. They need to be angled the other direction. That's what it is. Yeah. Because these other conveyors too, so you can pipe stuff through them.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty legit.
that'd be cool for like.
Oh, man. I remember this used to be one of the most popular mods in Space Engineers for a long
Yeah.
time.
It's gonna be nice to hook those up with some nice big beefy cannons.
Oh. Huh. How hard would that be to aim though? I guess it
I
wouldn't matter.
mean, if you're doing like broadsides on a ship, or just like mortar fire from the hills, you can make a tank.
Make a tank.
A tank
Do some
that
weird
doesn't
stuff.
rotate.
Hunter Buster, thank you for the 10. Well, oh yeah, I already read that one. That was the servers, and I wasn't quite sure what you meant by that. I don't run a server. If you're talking about the series, I don't know. Depends on which series. I've done quite a few of them. VIP Master, thank you for the 20. Oh god, you guys dropped a bunch of donations on the chat. VIP Masters dropped 20 and says, hi. Hi. Triniville, thank you for the 40, Lady T. Afternoon, Captain Alti. This is a Shack stream. Explosions are expected. Hey.
You did that to yourself.
You ain't wrong. You're not wrong. So
You're
what
not
we
wrong. You're just a butthole.
what? You ain't wrong. What? So what am I gonna? How am I gonna do this stream? Do I just need to like make a connector 4-way? Or do an arm maybe? Probably like do an arm and then connect it. I just needed to swing down and then backwards. So yeah, it needs to be pointing backwards. Not enough coffee today. That's what's going on here. So what we need is an angled arm. Like that. Give me these pots. All right, if that's taking too long, you can cancel it if you think you need to, and then I can reload the server, and maybe you're having like a bizarre connection issue?
I got like 2 bars left.
All right, I'm just being impatient. This is what you're saying.
I'm not gonna cancel it.
Fair enough.
This is partly my fault. I mean, I did just like pull up outside, jump into my apartment, and turn on the computer, and was like, oh, time for a stream.
Time to go. Let's see. Nidhogger, thank you for the 2, says new threats today other than Hinges gone wild. Well, yeah, you gave me Hinges. It's the new rotor. I don't know what's gonna happen to this. Oh, you know what? This probably isn't gonna even be a mountable. Oh, there's new engines too, isn't there? New thrusters.
Well, they look different.
Ah, yeah, there are, but they're DLC. I don't have the DLC because they're skin.
That thing you didn't buy.
Yeah, that thing that I don't have. That's fine.
If I bought it, and I know it's your game, your save, can I use them?
Yeah. So you're able to put them down, and I'm able to like access them. So if you have like a DLC with a chair or something, I can sit in the chair. I just can't build it. I can't place them down. So it doesn't like the way they're doing DLCs in this, it doesn't make it so they have to have like separate servers for everybody's version, like an expansion pack or something. It means everybody can play. Just I won't have access to make things out of it, but I'll still be able to see it and mess around with it and all that. So,
Gotcha.
let's see. Dave, thanks for the 5. Made it this time. Thanks for the fun. Cheers, guys. Integrity is optional. Yeah, stay safe. It's still risky, and the lockdown easing is worrying. Yeah, I hope we don't go back into. I hope it isn't necessary for us to go back into lockdown, but who knows what's gonna happen. But I'm glad y'all could join us here. We won't spend too much time talking about, you know, everything that's stressing us out, because that's not what we're here for today. So if you're like, oh God, they're gonna talk about the virus and politics. Nah, nope, don't worry about that. Ain't happening.
Today.
That ain't happening.
Not today, babies.
Not happening. So come in, take a load off, build some shit, and space engineers with us. I don't know if there's new types of thrusters or if I can use, wait, double hinge technology. No, that's a terrible plan. There used to be a mod that made these hinges, and then the problem with the mod, it stopped getting updated, and there was a few updates to how rotors worked. And I think it broke how those hinges in that mod worked, and they ended up just being like, you can still build them, and they still would move, but they were super flaccid. Like they didn't have enough strength to lift themselves or to do anything. They would just like flop around.
What a choice of words.
I mean, it's true. Like you build an engine to this hinge. Is it raining outside? Is that rain sounds, or is that just my music having weird tracks? No, it's raining. Sweet. Oh man. Sort of. Like, if I stay real still, you can see the drops. I have read nothing about the new update except for the one tweet they put out. So forgive me if I'm discovering things for the first time. It's been a week. Commander Not Puppers, thank you for the 2. Atmospheric Floaner. Is that what? So there's like a 20-second delay in Twitch chat and donation time, like when I see it and what we were talking about when that donation went through. And I don't have a clue what that's in relation to. All right, what do we got here? I want to mount this like this, Strib. Yeah, it's raining. I can see why Splitsy put a mod in. He's updated his quieter tools mod to make the rain quieter. Because it's really loud.
Well, I crashed again.
You crashed again. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a save. I'm going to back out to the menu. Come with me, stream, on a journey to the main menu. Leaping Necromancer, what's up, man? It's been a bit. Hey, Cam, been a while since last. How are things and stuff and thingy stuff and stuffy things? I'll stop now. Hey, Leaping. Thought you could join us, man. We're having technical difficulties getting multi into the game. I wonder if this has something to do with Steam crashing out. Let me do a full game restart. Put up the Be Right Back screen. We don't see that often enough. I never bring it up on Twitch. It looks really cool.
Have you seen my Be Right Back screen?
Is it your one with the Final Fantasy like dancers going on?
Yeah.
From like
the cat
FF
girls.
Online? Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
It's very fitting for you, man. I was not surprised when I saw it. That's straight out of the MMO, right?
Oh yeah. That I feel like I threw my stream life together so quickly. I just went into Final Fantasy and I'm like, I'm just gonna like record a couple things in here and throw some text on it. All right, we're good.
I did a series of videos. I think it was for ArtGage back in the day, before that game came out, before all the chaos of the original release and how they like ruined that game. 'Cause it was super fun in like the alpha. But I did a couple of videos where it was just, I thought the game was so pretty. I did music videos of just like the world space and all the little weird details and like people live in NPCs like going through their daily lives kind of thing, to like some chill beats. It was super fun. And I had the idea, okay, we're checking for mod updates now. Maybe there's a, oh, I just downloaded something.
So this is your fault, is what I'm hearing.
There might be a mod update, like literally as we were loading the game. This might not be Keen's fault. Hashtag break Keen. All right, I gotta catch up. Let's see what's going on in the chat. We talked about leaping. He's back, he has returned. Fire Marshal, thank you for the 5. Love the Space Engineer videos. Hey, Fire Marshal. Thanks for the kind words and the support. I need to sit down and start doing like we used to, proper Space Engineer videos. I used to do like, the new update's coming out, or you know, a mod author send me like, hey, this is my new thing, and then I do a video on it. It's been a while. It's mostly just Sunday streams.
The Enterprise versus Klingon Bird of Prey.
Oh my god, you know, that was like my top viewed video for a couple of years. It was like on the top 10. And it was just actually us dicking around in Space Engineers.
Those are good times.
If you don't know what the video we're talking about is, it's literally me and Alti. I was in the Klingon bird, and I was like hiding behind an asteroid, and we just fought each other. And you had like a full scale Enterprise or something. It was a really big build, really detailed build of the Enterprise. This was early days. This was before the first graphics update, like way back. And that video, there's a particular channel that it literally built their channel off of doing nothing but those videos, just weird like battle videos. Oh man, that was fun though. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, especially nowadays, like get one of those builds, get some of the weapon mods installed, and kind of do some customizations.
I've been talking to Zoc on occasion about, like, he's been doing a lot of testing for the Weapon Core mod. He's actually done 2 tournaments in it, combat tournaments, and I've seen a few of the footage of when it's working, and it's what he tells me. It's like, when it works, it's really impressive, but it's still having multiplayer problems of some kind. So I've been waiting to get like the green light from him before I want to dive into that hard. Because that's the one that's like, I think you can subsystem target, and you get like information about what you're targeting against, and it just turns combat into something more than just turn the turrets on and wait until the enemy stops moving. All right, server's up, try now. It's a little weird how loud the rain sound is when you're indoors.
Does it not have like dampening?
Yeah, there's like no sound occlusion or something going on. Like, let me go down underground. I'll turn my music off stream and I'll turn it up for you. So that's the sound of it raining. What? Okay, and instead of it like fading away as you go underground, there is a hard line once you cross it that the sound just stops. Like there's a block range, and if you're so many blocks underground, that it'll just like,
energy low.
The audio just cuts out. Oh, I need to go triage. I'll go get into the. Why are all these hangar doors? Tex, what did you do? Show block on HUD off. There we go. Yeah, there we go. This is a family show. Straight. What do you blow up lately? Guardsman Bravo says, nothing, man. Nothing's been blown up lately. Something exploded outside the base. Couldn't tell you what it was. I've taken apart most of the mining vessel. We're gonna do a rebuild on that and see if we can give it a little VTOL style to it with the new hinges. I see you with chat, Tex. You left all the hangar doors on the broadcast. Make the miner the floater with Atmo thrusters, Commander Not Pupper says. Yeah, we're gonna do Atmo thrusters fully. We're taking off the tanks. We're gonna make it a little easier to use. Still keeping it overly complicated though. We're gonna put rotating engines on it. That's my plan at least. Let's see what other hinges we've got. Is it loading?
It's thinking about it.
It's thinking about it. Okay. What is this one? Hinge part 3x3. No, let's do it that way. Go smaller. Three by three. What's its deal? Is it just bigger? I don't know what it does. Oh. Is this like the back of the hinge? Is that the deal stream? Is this like just the other side of this? And then you can hook this onto it, maybe? Like they connect? You put it on the hinge head, not the hinge base. Yeah, so you could put the hinge base somewhere and then you could connect them like a... Oh, cool. No, I dig that. That's cool. I'm just playing around with hinges now. I've never seen this before. I haven't messed with them yet. I think we're gonna leave that one on and then we'll go with the other hinges. Oh, what did I miss? Cameron, thank you for the 5. Here, take some money to go buy the DLC. I think they're gonna send it to me. I think Keen's they just haven't yet. So I'll probably get a code from them. I mean, I've done so much coverage of the game. Hunter Buster, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate it. Enjoy the emotes. Thanks for the support. All right, Red Guardsman already. Veil, no, that's a different one. Veil 4, he broke the game, obviously. Uh-huh. Don't blame him. So we're gonna have to build a, I don't know, like a mount point for the engine on this? This is gonna be weird. Well, like, problem with these hinges and what I want to do with the engines is there's no mount point on the front of the default engine. So I'm gonna have to like frame and box them in. I'll show you what I mean when you get in. You get in yet?
No, I crashed again.
Crashed again. I don't understand. And it came back as fine on the scan?
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can rotate this. Stream, if you got any suggestions on fixing his game, let me know.
Am I, can you like, because my body is down there, right?
Yeah.
In the hold.
Yeah.
Is there a way for you to remove me, like to kick me from the game?
I might be able to kick you out of that bed, but you're not technically in, so I can't remove you. Know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I don't have you on my list of players currently on right now. Use hydrogen thrusters instead. We don't want to have to fuel them. That's why I'm switching out. I would use hydrogens, but I don't want to have to keep refueling. That's why I'm switching to the other version. All right, I'm gonna boot you out of that bed then. I'll just tear the bed apart.
Inventory
there.
Full.
You just got kicked out and thrown behind a wall. Now I can't get to you. Oh, I think you died.
Inventory full.
Yeah, you like fell over. All right, let me get caught up while you're trying. Give it a second. Let's see if it like
Inventory
despawns you.
full.
All right, try now. All right, let's see what's going on. Crazy Wolf, thank you for the 10. Shaq, you're Air Force, so you'll understand this. Murphy's military law number 56. All weather systems don't work when it rains. Clang scoffs at Murphy and says, hold my beer. Have fun with that. Yeah, now the game doesn't want him to connect. My next plan is to start removing a couple of mods. This doesn't work. He fell over. We're gonna put an antenna on this so we can access it remotely and I can actually see what the heck's going on. Make a walker with drill arms, not Pupper says. Could you, that would, I mean, with the hinges, that would be a lot easier. You'd have to use timer blocks, though, to get, like, the legs moving. And if you made the feet out of landing gear, you could lock one, detach the other, and move it, but it would be so slow. Ugh. Ned, thank you for another 2. Those hinges can get the angle of the radar dish. Oh, you're right. Yeah, we could actually do that. You're trying to get a radar dish on the outside. That'll totally work. $29 bullets left. Whoa, that was a hard freeze. You just try to join or something? My game is totally frozen. Yep.
Health low.
Alti. I think we lost him. Alright, I'm going back inside. What the? There we go. So now you can see the rain. Slow but thorougher. I mean, yeah, you could say that, I guess. You'd be slower. I wouldn't say it'd be more precise, necessarily. I'm gonna grab a save. It's being real questionable right now. And I think we lost Alti. He's trying to sabotage you. Now we gotta get more ammo. So that thing is done. We know we'll be able to rotate it. Let's see. What we could do is we could make it a smaller. We could use a small grid. Let me PM him real quick. I can get a small grid hinge, and that would make it a lot. Like right now, look how far it's gonna swing out, right? We'll say it. And I want to do another one, so we'd have like 2 in the back, or maybe even do like 2 rowed together in the back. and then do maybe one series in the middle here where that cargo container is. Yeah, no, that could work.
Hi.
Hey, you're back. What happened?
So space engineers working means that my microphone had to stop working.
Clang is in full swing today. Excellent. So you were loading in, and I was feeling it. Like, the game was just hard stopping, and I was in the middle of running from 5 angry English battle droids, battle bots.
Force to be reckoned with, apparently.
Yeah, I almost died. You almost killed me. Everybody on chat's like, he's trying to murder you, Shaq.
I told you I was gonna get that soul.
He's coming for it. Why can't I see this? Why can't I see this grid? Oh, it's considered part of the main grid, isn't it? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Let me catch back up. Great Cat, thank you for the 2. You missed my super chat, you scumbag. How dare you, Shaq? You didn't actually say that. You must release the Clang. Thank you, Great Cat, for the 2. I will find yours. Great Cat said, I'm here to eat snacks and watch Shaq blow something up, and I'm all out of snacks. Love you, Shaq. I have some space bucks and some coffee. Oh, thanks, man. I do have a cup of coffee next to me. So, hey, there you are. Dude. So, I'm just about to rotate those. I think, you didn't hear this because your Discord got all messed up, but I think I might swap those. You see the new hinges?
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking about swapping those out for small ones so they don't have to be, there's not so far away from the body, because watch this. Let me see if I can remote access the grid. Wait, what? We can't remote access. Hang on. Terminal. There we go. All right, so if we were to... Oh, that's not good.
No.
Oh, that's not.
No.
That's not what I wanted. All right. Well, there's a lot of explosions. What's happening?
A song played in my head immediately when I saw that.
Let's change that velocity to 0. I see a few problems with my design.
Hair toss, check my nails.
There seems to be a lot of banging around. Hang on. We just gotta get Bob in here. He'll fix it. We just gotta cut a piece off. Bob! Dad! Wait for it.
Oh,
It's fine.
No.
This is fine.
Oh, it's not fine. It's not fine. There's sparks.
Oh, it's really making a ruckus right now.
It is not. We are not happy.
Yeah, it's making a lot of impact sounds. It shouldn't be, though. I took off what was probably impacting. All right, hang on. Don't worry, this is fine.
God, pieces are falling.
This is fine. It's fine. All right, here, I'm gonna bring the velocity up again so they'll move. We can set limits too, so all I have to do is hit one button. Why are there so many sparks? I just went in doubt. More power.
Yeah, just jam it in there. That always works.
Yeah. Boom, bang, 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 bang. What is it hitting?
It is itself, life.
Oh, it is literally just hitting the hinge itself is freaking out. It's not even like, it's not impacting anything. It just doesn't like being a hinge.
Welcome to the second age of piston. This block moves. I hope you're ready for it to explode.
The coming of the roaches. Oh, good grief. Okay. Well, let me turn off its power because it's like rubbing up against itself and it's not enjoying. So let me just hinge.
This is like when your thighs chafing.
Just gonna say nope, nixing that conversation right. Power down. Okay, it's still doing it. Make it stop. Actually, that's not bad though. Look where the engines ended up. That's not so bad. If I had
a barrel roll.
If I had a few of them, you know?
It's
Stream's like, you should make it out of hydrogen engines. How am I gonna fuel that? That's always the problem, is fuel. This is supposed to be a Minecraft. Yeah. It's still banging.
I'm gonna go downstairs and build a Borg alcove while you
okay.
do whatever this is.
Uh-huh. Thanks, just abandoning me up here.
You're an engineer. I believe in you.
Yeah. All right. Let's just Hinges.
I love how being underground, you can hear the rain.
Wait till you hit the point where it just stops, though.
Oh, okay. My immersion.
Oh, it's a little... It is hitting something. Right about... Perfection. There's a lower and an upper limit. Maybe I need to like... No. That's what we need for when we actually have it all set up. Okay, I think the solution is just rip it all apart. Should I be concerned you're building a Borg alcove down below?
Should I be concerned that your hinges are going to destroy us both?
Touche. Fair enough. Trust in the new hinge technology, okay?
No.
Just straight up no. I bet if we build smaller hinges, it'll be fine. Is the answer. No one believes.
He says without any confidence.
Guardsman, do you have the game set to local land? No, I do not. Which we got him in, so obviously there was some other shenanigans going on there.
Maybe one day we'll get to do that.
Someday. Maybe.
I might come visit someday.
Yeah, man, you should come back up here. It's fun times in good old North Carolina right now. That was not confident either.
You're really selling it to me.
Yep. Really, just, I got nothing, man. Let me grab some interior plates. There's just gunfire outside. I'm just not gonna look out there. If I ignore it, it didn't happen. I think they collided with the conveyors. Maybe, but the conveyors were behind them on the mount points. Why would they collide with the...
And why would only one of them do it?
Yeah.
The other one didn't do it.
It's bizarre. I think we'll be better off with the small ones, though, because the small ones, we can stick those in the middle of a block. So what we probably need to do is expand. Yeah, we're gonna expand the cargo bay. Yeah, that's what I got a plan. I got a plan, stream. It's gonna be okay. Just gonna slap another one of these on here. Something's not right. These need to be positioned. Yeah, it's wrong. Taking up all Bob's time, I see. That's how it goes. Can you control those thrusters without a script? I'm just gonna set them on a group and have them rotate. Reverse and rotate. That's my plan, Tex. I'm not getting overly complicated with this. It'll hover everywhere when it gets near the ground or when it's mining, right? And then when I want to go all like travel long distances, I have them all rotate so they shoot backwards. And then I just have so much thrust in one direction that we just cruise at maximum speed. And then we want to stop, we go back into hover mode again. That's the grand plan. You take steel plates? I don't have any. Give me your steel plates. Inquisitor Thomas, thank you for the 10. The robot uprising has started to kill him quickly before he gets you. I just allowed him to build a Borg alcove in the base. It's fine.
Everyone just like assumes that I'm bad, and it kind of hurts my one feeling.
You're one. You have just one.
Just one.
Ah. Oh man, just the one. It has been hurt.
But I mean, you know, obviously, this has taught me how Skynet probably started.
From personal experience? Nah, we're gonna go back to the
look at that program. It's not being as great as I want it to be. I'm just gonna badmouth it until it loses its crap and kills us all.
That's how it goes down.
Yep.
I actually recently watched a thing on how it's more likely that artificial intelligence won't go out of its way to like kill all humans, but the way that AI seems to learn is always coming at problems like sideways. And the example they used was they set up a program. They set up a trial, and the trial was the AI had to run from point to point, kind of Mario style, on a 2D plane, right? And there were obstacles in the way, just like Super Mario. Jumping over things, ravines, cliffs, whatever, just kind of running and making it to one end. And now the AI had to learn in its own way how to make a two-legged setup that would run from one point and make it to the finish line. And they let it run through all its calculations and come up and learn through trying. And eventually, its solution was to make itself the size of the level, give itself two legs but not use them, and then just fall over. And it made it to the end of the thing.
Okay.
Because its only goal was set to, so they had to constrict the box more and more, and every time it got these bizarre solutions. And the point of it was, it's not that like AI will go super evil. It's that it'll come up with solutions you don't expect that will be completely like left field nuts. It was cool. It was a cool little like it was fun to watch too, like all the renditions of all the versions that the AI came up with. The running one was even better. It was okay. It gave it a humanoid body, and it said learn to walk, and through trial and error it would learn how to walk. And the way that it figured out how to walk as fast as it could, or to even run, was to jump up, run kind of half sideways backwards, fall over, roll, get back up and do it again. And that's how it figured out how to move the fastest, and that's what it considered running. It was just this ball of human. Like, oh man, okay, yep. Bizarre.
I mean, if it works, it works, I guess.
Yeah. It doesn't know any better. See, I warned you were releasing the Clang. Yeah, no joke. All right, let's see. This is completely clear, right, stream? There's nothing here that should impact these rotors in any way. I'm gonna take remote control now. I keep saying rotors. Hinges. So, we'll throw some velocity on there. Smooth. Yeah, it was hitting something. Oh, because of the way... Wait a minute. You can go straight up and down, but you can't go... Oh, I see. I need to switch them. Yeah, I need to put the mount point on the bottom. The cargo containers are so we can have more ore. Because I'm gonna blow this up. There's gonna be a ton of engines on this thing. This thing's gonna be able to lift a ton of weight. in hover mode. I hope. We got the parts for your recharge station.
I don't know. I'm building the room right now.
Oh, you're working on a whole new room for it? All right.
It's just a little off to the side.
Uh-huh.
Don't get excited.
I'm gonna get down there. It's gonna be like 20 blocks
There's
tall.
just a whole nother base. A whole nother base under your base. There's tubes. It's scary.
Yep. Straight up Borg mode. Full of nothing but 2 liters down there. Simulated the fridge.
This is fine. Shh.
The solution, Guardsman says, obviously is just hinges on rotors. Why would you wish that evil on me? Wacky
That sounds
tubing.
an awful lot like pistons on rotors. No, there's
All
an
right.
idea.
Actually, hear me out. We could do that with drills. With this thing, right? It could drill straight down and straight forward. We put them on. We put hinges, and we put pistons, and we put drill heads at the end of them. And we can drill forward, or we can flick a button on and drill straight down. I love this plan. You're a genius. I wonder how bad this is gonna fly. This is gonna be like subgrid awful. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Let me catch up with these
I'm
donations
gonna
again. Hopefully.
make sure not to get attached to anything that I build.
But why? Guardsman, thank you for the 2 again. Pridefully, Clang stares pridefully at the hinge. Perfect. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Not puppers, thank you for the 2. Yeah, it has legs. You made a walker. It doesn't have legs. I mean, kinda. Floaty walker, maybe. J Bravo. Uh-oh, Shack has a plan. It's a good plan. The Shiver Blade. Thank you for the donation. One of the storage containers on your miner is turned the wrong way. What? They don't match. Do they need to match? Oh, I see what I did. You're right, this one's wrong. I think. What did I do? These are different. So let me guess. This one's wrong. Yeah, this one's wrong. Because these are actually connected. This one's not. Good call, Stream. Did notice that. So, large opening, large opening, large opening, and then small block at the top. So it should go like this. Yeah. Just like that. And rotate it one that way. I think that's how it's supposed to go. And then the external and the bottom should be a small. And then the tops should be both small ports. Oh, come on! I did not do that on purpose. Somehow I still put it off by like an inch. What the hell is hurting me? Ah! Oh, I'm thirsty. There we go. right, let's try that again. Ass and Finn, thank you for the 5. Hinges count as subgrids, so you won't be able to control those thrusters without a script. No, you're right. You're right. I won't have. Oh, shit. No, yeah, you're right. Well, that sucks. So the problem, if you've never played Space Engineers before, the way that this is going to work is that when you're in a ship vehicle like this, right? Anything that's directly attached to the main grid, you're going to have a control lever. I can hit spacebar and I'll kick the engines on. You know, I can hit strafe or accelerate forward. The problem we're going to have here is that we won't have any control without a script. And this is something they really do need to build into the game. Is the thrusters that are on these hinges. So if they're considered, I thought the hinges were going to be just, yeah, no, you're probably right. Because, so they're just rotors. They're just limited rotors. So they're going to have to come off. Yeah. That sucks. So we're going to have to build this the old-fashioned way. Thrust override? You could do thrust override. The problem you're going to run into is that you won't have any control over it. So it'll always be whatever the thrust is that you set it to. So you'd have to throw the VTOL script in. And I'm not using any scripts for this series so far. Yeah. Oh. It's kind of a bummer. Let's see. Let me get caught up a bit more. Jormagan, thank you for the 5. I'd love to hit the range with you if I'm ever in town. In the meantime, here's some coffee from Chesapeake. Oh, well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. I haven't gone out in a long time. Like target shooting or anything like that? Oh, it's been ages. Ages and ages. Raven, thank you for the 10. There is a burst of static followed by panicked beeping in form of machine code directed at Alti. The transmission cuts to recording in Shack's voice. Hey, what's that wire do? Oh. Damn it, turret. Are you literally just shooting the wall that the enemy's on the other side of? All right, we're just gonna throw it off. We're gonna pull it off. That sucks, but it is what it is. Boom. So you could make this work, but you'd have to install the script that'll control it. I actually haven't messed with it in ages, so I'm not gonna go mess with that now. So let's get this miner back online. What are you laughing at over there?
Nothing.
Uh-huh. Should I not come down there yet?
I mean, you can. I don't care.
Okay. Let's see. Leaping. Thank you for the donation. So the AI is the Ministry of Silly Walks? Yes. You can look up the video on YouTube and you see what I'm talking about. It's bizarre. Quite cool, though. J Bravo, thank you for the 2. My solution is obvious hinges on rotors. Yeah. So I think we'll use the hinges for the mining setup where we can rotate the drills, but we won't use it for the actual travel. For now. Vincey, thank you for the 10. Hey, Cap. Keep putting more and more subgrids. It's only lead to our Lord and Savior Clang. You keep with the good work. We're gonna do it with drills. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna double down on thrusters right here in the middle. We're gonna do this whole like central pillar of thrusters. Like boom, 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 boom. Like heavy lifting. Where did I actually attach these? The bottom should come down to that line. That should give us more than enough pick up. Let's only do 3 on each side. And that'll make more space for the drill system. Right there. Clean up the work area. Now, where are we gonna pipe the cargo through? Probably through the same pipe we used the last time. This is gonna be cool. You guys are piped in? Piped in? Yep. Jay Bravo, thank you. The solution is obviously hinges and ribs. I already read that one. Dean Vinci, thank you for the 10. Subgrids for days. Jarmigan, you missed my last. Did I miss yours or was I just slow? Yeah, man. So, and I see that 2 people just donated saying I missed theirs. I'm just a little slow when it comes to reading all these. Don't forget there's also a delay on YouTube, so if I don't read it right away, just give it a minute. Or probably like 5 minutes. Delete it, thank you for becoming a member. Enjoy the emotes. But Vinci, thank you for the extra 2 there. You rock, sir. So what I'm thinking is we do downward drills here and here. So 2 drills there and there. And then we do another like quad drill setup facing forward with the bottom 2 forward drills being able to rotate downwards based on what Alti said. So this is all Alti's idea if anything goes wrong. Have them on hinges that swing down.
Nani?
It's all part of the plan. So we can have like a nice row that we can drill straight down and a big enough hole that it can cut and fit through. Yes. Not Pupper says, Shaq, you missed several of my bad ideas. Plus, here's another. Large grid, large cargo container with a battery and wheels to follow you around with sensors. Oh man, that'd be awful. Have you seen the terrain we're in? It'd go down one of those hills, it'd never come back. Any plans? Cap, Zoidman says, any plans for a new small ship gone wild with the new small grid doors? Also, decap. Oh, that's a thing now, isn't it? Let's check that out.
By the way, you should come downstairs.
Wait, the DLC, the slight. Oh, I'm on my way down. Is this the only small grid door that's vanilla? Did they not make the normal doors vanilla small grid?
Pretty sure that was the only one. No, wait, there were 2.
There were 2. I think they made this one small grid too. Okay, so they made the other one from the last update small grid as well. All right, we're good. We're good. I was about to go all like, "Wow, you're out there. Can't do that." Fuck. But no, they made the vanilla one. Vanilla one, the other updated one. Cool. Cool. Never mind, I have no complaints. All right, I'm coming down. Get away from this rain. It's so froggy down here. Where are you? What did you do?
Go. You know where the beds are.
Okay, so through. Uh-huh.
Do you see a new passageway?
I do.
With an LCD?
Yes.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
All right. Not sure how I feel about any of this, but sure. Can I come in? Knock, knock.
I'm decent. It's fine.
You're a robot. How are you ever not? Oh my god, the level of evil bullshit going on down here. What? What are you doing?
Getting ready.
Oh my god. Oh man, hang on. I gotta find the right evil music for this. Oh, Epidemic, don't fail me. I need like an evil drone sound.
And it changes color. It's red when I'm in it and green when I'm not.
What? Get in it again. Is it? Oh, it really does. Oh, whoa, it like lights up the whole room.
Yeah, I was gonna put lights in here, and then when I put it in, I was like, I don't need to. Never mind, it's fine.
That use box is so annoying.
What is?
The use box. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
We're gonna get an action shot. Come on, my spectator cam was in high orbit. Takes a second. Oh man, I haven't actually gone through the base and spectator cam yet. That sucks face. Somehow it makes it better and worse at the same time.
This is probably the best thing I've done in this game so far.
Oh, wow. This makes me absurdly happy. Why?
Why what?
I'm done with this. I'm leaving. No, you stay in there. With your warning signs. Oh,
Warning
man.
and nuclear.
Yeah, you're radioactive apparently. That's good to know. And now, for whatever reason, I can hear the rain up top all the way
me
down
too.
here. It didn't cut out. We're like 5 floors underground with stone rock between us, but we still can hear the above. We've got weather now. All right, I can not complain. Weather is a thing. Oh man. Well, that stream. Thank you for joining us on this ridiculous adventure. I'm heading back up. Back to work on my mining craft. Hopefully this weather will clear up. Oh, it's like foggy in the. Let me see. I want to see if we can control the weather with the admin tools. Yeah, there's a weather tab now. You can create weathers. Whoa. How about not weathers? Create lighting or lightning. Heavy rain, current temperature cozy. Oh, does the temperature actually change? Oh, there's no temperature indicator. It just tells you when it's too freaking cold. Huh. All right, let's get back to our hinges. How is the mod? Is it called the Borg charging pad? What's that mod called, by the way? People are
Borg
curious.
alcove.
Borg alcove.
Yep, Borg alcove.
As advertised, it is exactly what it says on the tin. Oh man, yep. I do want to get another small ship gone wild. I think that'd be fun. Or we go salvage the old Skyforge at some point. You know what a small ship gone wild is?
I do not.
All right. So what it is you build a larger ship like it's basically just a large ship built out of small blocks, but it means you can do a lot more detail with it. You know, you can like you place the doors in there. You can make like stairs and cool stuff instead of making them out of gigantic blocks, the large grid blocks. It's questionable to do it in Space Engineers. At least it has been in the past. I don't know how it would run now.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying to me, honestly.
Yeah, but it can be really cool. Like we built a ship called the Skyforge that I kind of fell in love with it. It was our version of Serenity from Firefly.
I remember.
In the good old days.
Yep, I watched that series from the shadows.
From the shadows. Sounds so equal.
I do my best to keep up with what is happening. Believe it or not, I actually watch your videos.
Oh man, you're that one guy. Gotcha.
Every dislike.
Yes.
You remember Scuba Man, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Every single video I upload on YouTube,
Dislike.
she dislikes. And now,
Keeping you honest, man.
when I stream on Twitch, as soon as I go live, 1-bit donation, dislike.
Wow, that's funny.
That's commitment. That's a good fan.
Watch out, the spiders are coming. No, spiders, we got robot problems. Ah, Puppers, thank you for the 5. Check, you missed several of my... Oh, I read that one already. I'm all caught up. Cool. Void Man, thanks for 10. So yeah, I'd love to do another small ship gone wild. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I don't think we're there yet, though, because this is going to be a little resource intensive. And I'm curious, like, how many people have done large ships gone wild in the more recent version of Space Engineers in chat right now? And how well did it run? Like, Skyforge size? You know what I'm talking about? Like, that size? How well did the game behave? Now that we've got doors, we still don't have ramps, though. That's what we need. We need ramps. Big vehicle ramps. That aren't made out of subgrids, because they're subgrids it's just asking for trouble. Because then the ship doesn't fly right anymore. I did, it was fine. The small blocks pack still works wonderfully, Night Hunter says. Cool.
Ooh, that could be an idea then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's the one that makes it so, yeah, you can build everything in small blocks. Every block.
Since I'm gonna try and put the door on my god-awful asymmetrical ship.
Oh yeah, you gotta try it out?
Yeah, for that little seating area at the bottom.
Well, you gotta box that in. Oh, let's see. You're down in the bay, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna lower the elevator. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, piston's coming down. I'm digging this base, man. This is good. This is coming along. Other than the fact that we've got like a gas leak and it's all foggy in here. It's a weird like coolant leak thing going on. Should not be froggy in here. It's like that NASA hangar that's got its own, it's so big it has its own weather systems. They have enough temperature differential because the room is so large that they can have like little clouds form. Jay Bravo, thank you for the 5. You should hire someone to watch the chat and read interesting stuff to you, as well as super chats. Hire someone? I don't think so.
Shh.
Zoid Man, thank you for the 5. Small ship gone wild runs good. I've got a 30,000 block small ship with no performance hit, Zoid Man says.
But is that single player or is that multiplayer?
Oh, good point, yeah.
Because
I wonder how it would run.
I'll be real, you know how my computer is. It's okay, but
yeah. So here's the new door.
The power is not on.
Can we turn on?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll get you. Why is it not starting? There it goes. All right. Hit it. How do you feel about trying out that mod I was talking about and get rid of these yellow squares? I hate these yellow squares.
I'm for it. 100%.
100% for it. All right. Well, I'll let you keep building, and then we'll do it a little bit later because we're gonna have to do a reload to put a mod in. But I don't remember which mod it was that just removes them completely because you really don't need them. I know how to activate a door. I don't need a giant highlight for every item I look at. You can now build the Firefly with rotating hinges. Yeah, the hinges would make it easier to make ramps. It's still the same problem though, Prince. Thank you for the 5, by the way. It's still the same problem with having a subgrid, because as soon as you add that second grid using the rotors, I'm sure we're gonna have that same weird flight system where like there's always that piece of the ship that's reacting slightly slower, and everything seems to like slowly wanna rotate off into space. The ship always wants to pull in one direction or the other. All right, I'm heading back up.
Bye.
Bah. Catch you on the flip side, man. Pistons, pistons.
Is that pistons in the theme of Jurassic Park?
That might have been. Don't you judge?
Hey, Jurassic Park is beautiful. Deserves all of the awards.
Yeah.
Also deserves an award for, I don't know what.
It's a great movie.
This is gonna sound totally made up, but I swear to you it's true.
Okay.
Did I tell you that I worked with the guy that made the dinosaurs?
All of them? Just
He was the effects artist that made the dinosaurs for Jurassic Park.
really?
When he told me this, I thought that he was full of it.
Who was it that
I
made it?
really did.
Who did the like the physical props?
Yes.
Freaking epic. Not a modeler then, so somebody who like actually made, because they had, I know they did a lot like with the T-Rex, it was like half CGI, and then a lot of those close shots with the eyes was actually made.
He was the actual like physical effects.
Cool.
He worked for Universal for a long time.
Epic.
I thought he was lying to me, and then he brought a picture, and it was him with the Triceratops. Like the one out in the field that breathes.
Yeah.
My little brain
Like-
exploded.
Oh, I know, because I know how much you love that movie. I'm sure it was cool, dude. I don't have any side thrusts. I was blown away. I don't know if you remember the guy way back when we were both really young. I don't know if you ever met him. My mom dated a guy named Charlie. Have you ever met him?
I don't think I met him.
Okay. Well, we're over his place, and I must have been like 11, and I walked past this fridge and I stopped because I noticed something, and I look back, and there's this dude, Charlie, and this sitting next to another guy. Both of them, they look like they're doing some kind of carpentry work, and the guy next to him is Harrison Ford. And I was like, hey, and he's like, oh yeah, that's Harrison Ford before he was famous. I go, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, well, we used to do carpentry work for commercials together. Like, what?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I used to do all the props and the sets for a lot of commercials in Florida, and apparently they were working on many of the same. I was blown away. Like, my little brain was, nope. Wait a minute, you used to work with Han Solo? I'm sorry, what? I can't back up because we have no reverse thrust, guys. We have made a grave mistake. Oh, we got it. So that was a conversation. I was like, what? We need braking thrust. Where are we gonna put it on this? It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna fit. What if we put it? Yeah, that was it, Drizzle. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, he used to work on, that's how he got into movies. And the way he put it, he was like, I guess he's famous now or something. Like, wait, like he didn't really, I don't know. That blew me away though. Oh, we need thrusters. Large thruster, and we're gonna make some braking thrust. Oh yeah, we've got armored thrusters too. We've got that mod in. Large ammo thruster, armored sloped. It's just gonna add more weight, but it might also look cooler. And that's what really matters. Does it look cooler?
It's all about looks.
It's a rule of cool around here, man. Rule of cool. I don't know. Something about that. I love hearing about people's weird journeys. How they got to where they're at now. And it's never as straightforward, it seems.
It never is.
Some chance encounter somewhere, you know, some conversation somewhere led to like a life-changing thing, and that put them where they are, especially anyone who's successful in their field, you know, you get that. Very interesting.
I have such a hard time, like, even describing that. I mean, I met that guy was working at Home Depot.
Really?
Yep.
Oh man.
And for a long time we didn't even talk, and then one day we were talking.
Home Depot.
Yep. And he was telling me, I was telling him about my degree.
Yeah.
And that's when it kind of started, him telling me all that stuff and me thinking he was full of crap, and then he brought me pictures and I was like, ugh.
Holy crap.
I'm sorry, I thought you were a liar.
Oh man, why wasn't he in effects anymore? I guess 'cause it's all gone digital, I'd imagine.
Well, I mean, that's part of it too, and then the industry changed so much. You kind of get those big companies, they push you out of your place. We had tried to make, he wanted to make his own like special effects company. That was that. Do you remember when I went to LA for like a week?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was what that was for.
Why are these? These are the right pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not the right number of pistons. There we go, 6. There. Be an even number. Whoop! Hit a hole. All right, that's probably extended a little too much.
So you have to like crouch to get through this door.
Which door?
The
Oh,
small ship door?
Yeah, let me
I
get
wonder
some
if it's
food
because
and
of
I'll
my
come
character
down.
model.
We gotta get this vehicle online before we run out of resources, because this is our main mining vehicle. Food. We out of food? No. Nah, we got food. We're good.
Don't you have a emergency thing on your ship?
I do, but I know we have the actual like food growing system. Tex set that up, so we should have ample storage space. If that was an explosion.
It sure was.
So what are you talking about? You gotta crouch to get in this?
Yeah, jump up there and see if you can walk through that door like normal.
Yeah, I can walk through it. So
it's gotta be. It's my model,
Come
the
on.
character model.
You're too tall. Try walking through. I think it might be them pointy things on top of your head. Are those useful? Do those do anything? You need those? Cut those off.
Eh? Eh?
Yeah, just bend over here. Let me give you a little chop shop haircut.
Whoa, sir. People buy me dinner when they ask me to bend over.
Whoa! This is a
Go
family
away.
show.
Back to your ship, please.
Back to my ship. Only because I want to. All right, pistons. Let me get these things pulled back up. Reverse. And stop. Should be slightly. Yeah, there we are. Now we're gonna be able to get some drills on here. Oh, this is so dumb. This is gonna be great. No, Bob, don't do it, Bob.
No, Bob. No.
Oh, this is probably gonna work. Sweet man, thank you for the 5. I gotta watch Jason Frank break up a bar fight once. David Frank, freaking Rainbow Ranger himself. Rainbow
Beautiful
Ranger.
man.
Really? Is that one of the?
Power Ranger.
Yeah.
That's what's it? That's Green Ranger? Tommy?
Green Ranger. It's like
Yeah,
the original
David Jason
ones,
Frank.
right? Like when he turned to
Yes,
White
the
Ranger back when we were
original
kids.
ones. Yep.
Man. These drills don't fit. Somebody built them too big.
Somebody?
Somebody. That one guy.
So this is funny too. The girl that played the Pink Ranger and him, literally have not aged.
Oh,
Amy Jo Johnson, who was the Pink Ranger in the original, she looks the same.
I think these even broke away from the vehicle a bit more. That's crazy. That's because that was what? Oh, I don't know if I want to know how long ago that was, to be honest. Now that I think about it, never mind. That was like 20 years ago, wasn't it? That series went on, because I know there was like dozens of those Power Rangers series, but that was like 2 decades ago that aired. Somebody in chat will depress us and tell us how long it's actually been. How old we getting? That was another lifetime ago. "23 years. Nuh-uh.
Ow.
No, it has not been 23 years.
My hip.
That's immediately both of our hips just pop. That's it. Oh, man. Yep. Back in my day.
Back in my day, the Green Ranger was different.
Was not the White Ranger. I remember that's the only plot I remember in all of like when we were kids for Power Rangers. That's the only thing I remember, is that he goes from like the Green Ranger, loses his power, and then turns into like the Uber version of himself or something. I could be wrong. I don't really remember.
The really wild things you learn is that all the scenes with them as Power Rangers are from the Japanese show.
Yeah, they like added to it, right? Like that's a whole nother show, and they just ganked it.
And the lady, the Rita Repulsa scenes are from the Japanese, and they just dubbed over her.
Wow. Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, that part I didn't know. How did we get on talking about Power Rangers?
I don't know, but
It's just here we
here
are.
we are.
Oh, yeah. Whatevs. Oh, 27? Is it 27 years? Lies. Can't be. No way. So we're gonna build these out, and then we're gonna put drills on them. So we've got 2 choices here. We can drill up or forward, and I think this is the one that's gonna get the hinge. Maybe. No, we'll do 2 for some pointing forward. Man, this rain is still going. I remember when they were airing Transformers series, like Beast Wars and all that. Way back
What was
when.
that?
I mean, Beast Wars and what was that? Oh, you got stuff falling down there? Sorry, that's probably
I don't
me.
know what's going on down there?
I might have dropped some parts on you. My bad.
Beast Wars is my jam.
What was the one? The stream can help me out here. There was one that was like they were inside a computer. It was all CG, which was saying something because, you know, this is like a television show. Wasn't the best CG, as kids' cartoons and back in the day were. But it was like inside a computer. They used to play it, I think, on Toonami. Oh man, and they're like in a video game. Had a bit of a wild storyline.
I don't know. You're describing a lot of different shows right now.
Stream will help me out. They'll know. Hey, not puppers. The bad idea you missed. Ball of drills with an overridden gyro so it spins. And a wacky tube man made entirely of hinges. New R5 spotlight wall slap. What? Slapping wasted bullets. Or slapping wasted bots. Hey, you know, giant rotating drill is not a terrible idea. I actually kind of like that idea. It's a bit madness. But I kind of like it. Reboot! That's the one! Oh,
I remember Reboot.
yeah.
I also remember Code Lyoko. Oh lord, that was a hot mess of a show.
I don't recognize that one. What was that one about?
Similar premise. Kids, VR, like trying to save the cyber world.
Yeah.
There was another one that was kind of like Power Rangers, and it was called like, oh god, Cyber Samurai something.
Kid shows have gotten substantially better nowadays than they used to be. Like looking back, there was some, like you were talking about Power Rangers. Literally half that show was just dubbed over footage from another show, and the connection was loose at best. And now I just rewatched Avatar is on Netflix now, and now they've got it in HD.
Yeah.
They just announced they're like people are loving it so much that Netflix went ahead and put the HD version out. And like that's just a good show. Like not just a good kid show. That's just a good period show. Go watch that shit. Iroh is my hero, and the my favorite character in this supposedly kid show is like a 58, 60-year-old like overweight dude, and he's amazing. Love Iroh. Oh, I just did that wrong. You distracted me with your talking of things. Yep, I blame you.
Not my fault.
I'm blame chat. That's what I'm gonna do. I forgot the pistons. I gotta be able to deploy. We're gonna have to move the landing gear down too, Stray, because now it can't land unless it lands on its landing on its drills. You know what? Maybe we don't need the pistons. I don't think we even need the pistons. Let me put one of those back on, and let's yay or nay it, Stream. Let me pop the sucker on, because if it's the right height, it should go just beyond. We bring the landing gear down maybe one block. Yeah, it's so good. It's really good. Oh, did you hear? I read this yesterday. They're making a live-action TV show on Netflix of Avatar with the original creators from the.
I did hear that. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I want it to be good, but everyone warned me away from the movie that Shyamalan made. Told me it was so bad it's not worth watching. It's not even bad in like a fun way. It's just really bad.
Yeah, it's just bad. Which was unfortunate because, I mean,
Keep the pistons. Okay.
that movie came out at like the height of the popularity for that show.
Just took the wind out of its sails, kind of thing.
Yep. At least the cartoon was so good, so everybody was like, we'll deal with it.
We'll just ignore that this exists. This isn't a thing. I watched a trailer for it, and I got what people were talking about when they were like, oh yeah, the only reason you'd want to watch it is to see the 5 dancing guys who throw pebbles. And I didn't quite understand what that meant. Oh, these are tiny. Oh, we have tiny pistons. Are they? Are they smaller? Is it like... Maybe not. Oh, I think I like the small ones. What Avatar movie? There's no Avatar movie. Not Puffer says.
Exactly.
It didn't happen. Hey, Jump Drive. Shack's Jump Drive dropped 2 and said, reboot. I love that as we have these conversations, right? If you watch chat, you can see how many people aren't watching the live feed, but are watching, like, they're behind the stream. Because you'll just see the word reboot pop up as we go. Like, oh, yep, he just got to that part. All right. That's cool. Yeah, let's do the smaller ones, though. Let's don't do these really long ones. Let's do these 1x1s. Let's see what we got. Kenobi. Thanks for the 5. Hello, good sir. How goes the escapades with the robot? Earlier, they were asking about water wasters community survival, which will be Tuesday. What? are you talking about,
What?
Kenobi? I have no idea what you're talking about. You feel like you're just making stuff up now. What's going on? Or I'm not in the loop. That wouldn't be the first time. Right? These are different sizes. These aren't the same pistons. They are the same pistons. I just lost my damn mind. They looked smaller to me, and I don't know why. Oh, whatever. Bum, bum, bum. You boxing in the passenger section of your vehicle still?
Yes.
Nice.
Giving it some windows. Be a nice little container on the side there. I mean, container. I mean, you know what? I said what I said.
The people container that you're building?
Yeah, people container.
Yeah. Dave, thank you for the 2. General Iroh was an original Zen badass. Yes, he was. Love that character. Zabel, thank you for the 5. Says, a children's story that can be enjoyed only by children is not a good children's story in the slightest. C.S. Lewis. I'm with you on that.
There's,
sure.
You haven't watched Steven Universe, have you?
Mm-mm. Don't know what it
That's
is.
another really good one. That's like good for adults and for children.
I've really been enjoying watching like the Twitter feed of the people that I interact with, watching Avatar for the first time. Like there's a bunch of people watching it on Netflix now, and it's fun. At first they're like, yeah, I don't really get what people see in this if they watch like the first episode. And then by like the 9th or 10th, they're like, oh, Appa, like what? What about? They're talking like they're in. You can tell they're sold.
Yep.
They're sold.
What is the pink color?
Okay, so you want to do 313 100 100. That's gonna be your painted pink. And then what we're gonna do like one of those. Try to mirror this stream. That's what I'm. Interior plates. Wasted is running community survival in SE server and streaming it. The server is only up while he's doing it. Next day is Tuesday. Oh, really? I didn't know he was doing that. Huh. Cool. That's really cool. I got a feeling that's gonna fill up fast. I wonder how he's gonna handle that. Because the problem is like, you know, player numbers, right? But cool. It sounds like is it the beta? That multiplayer beta, has he said? I haven't had a chance to talk with him in the last few days. Because I want to know if that multiplayer changes that they're making for that test are going to work. Like how big of a difference do they make? How many players can you get in at one time? Does this not look right? Oh, I see what I did. No, that's right. We do. And that? Oh. Yeah, there we go. It's mirrored. We're golden. Now, how do we put a hinge on this so it doesn't make issues? I think we gotta go out. 1. I'm doing this because Stream wanted they want hinges with pistons, so we're doing it. I'm gonna do a hinge. This is such a bad idea. Maybe. Now, it needs to be at the same level, doesn't it, as the rest of it? So we probably need to cut up and build it to right here.
Fuel flow.
Yeah, that's probably what we need to do. We need to cut into that pipe, put it right there, and that way when it hinges. Guardian, thank you for the 10 earlier. Ranger forms of Tommy, the green dragon, the white tiger, the red zoo, the red turbo, the black dino thunder. Good grief. How long did that show go on for?
So,
oh boy, here we go. We're about to get the info the knowledge bomb on this.
well, at least for the American one, you had the Mighty Morphin one, and then they did Zeo, and then they did Turbo, and then they did Space, and then they did Lost Galaxy. But Lost Galaxy was like a full break with very small connections, and then after that, it was just hard on a whole new thing.
Oh wow, man, I love that you know that.
Listen, I was one of them kids. I don't know what to tell you. You remember? I had all them toys.
I remember.
Literally all of them.
Inventory full.
Inventory full. What am I carrying? Other than a ton of bottles. Oh, large shell tubes. That'd do it. That'd do it. Yeah, so we're gonna put it right here. Ba-bam. Well, I hope Wasted's plan, don't need to probably advertise it here just because he's gonna fill it, no problem. But I hope his plan works out. I hope the servers can handle it. Because like I was saying earlier, and I've said it a few times here on the channel, it's probably the best way to do it, is to do a limited time, like a server that's only open when you stream it. That way the community comes together, plays, but nobody goes so crazy during a 4-hour stream that it breaks the server for everyone else. Because you're always going to get that person or people who are going to be able to go, play for 12 hours in a day and basically wreck the server, filling it up with stuff. Do we do a hinge first? Probably not. We need to come out a little bit, then hinge it. That way it can rotate downwards. Do like boom, boom, and then hinge. I want to see how much this is going to throw this off weight-wise. Interior plates required. Yeah. Nope. How's it going down there?
Good.
I don't know if we even need a piston, to be honest.
Debating on changing out some of these pieces just for the newer versions. Because I did buy the DLC.
Yeah. Which pieces? Oh, like the door and stuff? You got the fancy new door, don't you?
Well, yeah, I put the regular small door, but I think they have new atmosphere thrusters.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like more boxy, I think. They're like more cyberpunky. And you've got the cyberpunk lighting, I think, is the other thing that you get. What does your back say? Oh. Zockbot, Mark 1. Good enough. Well, I'm going to leave my camera sitting here for a minute. And they can watch you build. I'll be right back. Good time to refill your drinks, everybody. And then I will catch up on those donations. But thanks, everybody, for supporting the channel and dropping donations. I appreciate it. I'll be right back and I'll read those. You're back. All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I missed anything? Anything explode? All right, let's see what I missed out on here. Leaping Necromancer. Speaking of Transformers, there's a new show coming to Netflix in like 2 days set on Cybertron before they left for Earth called Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. I'm a massive Transformer fan. Oh, Leaping, really? Well, you got Alti's attention, that's for sure.
I'm in.
You down?
I'm sold.
Oh, that's too funny. Landing gear. And let's just go ahead and hide those on the config bar so they're not giving us trouble. There we go. Sweet. Let's see, Father Prax, thank you for the 5. Is there a small grid hinge? If so, get rid of the elbows and hinge the drills down. Then the landing gear will still work. There is a, what? All right, I'm gonna bring the elevator. No, I'll leave it where it is. There is, but hinging them upwards, they'd hit each other, I think. Yeah, they would definitely hit each other. I mean, you could do it at an angle, I guess. Yeah, you could do it at an angle, then you can still use the gear, but or spray them, or space them out more, which is also something we could do. Peasman, Lightspeed time. Oh my god. So Peasman dropping all of the ninja, or all the, excuse me, not Ninja Turtles, all the Power Ranger like versions. Apparently Time Force is his favorite. Thanks for the 20, man. I appreciate that. Oh, no?
I did not like Time Force.
That Transformer drama is what I want to hear about. I want to know. Is that like a community thing? Everybody hates it.
What, Time Force?
Yeah.
No. I think that was more of a, I mean, because let's scroll up and look at that again. They just, you go through all this period of time and it's like have the same kind of storyline going, and then Time Force really just like shot off into another place.
So change the, oh, that's weird. This is the armor thrusters. And we're gonna have to make this bigger.
Plus there was this weird thing with like this girl's fiance, and he like gets killed, and then the other guy takes over his Power Ranger powers, and then she like half fake falls in love with the new one.
Oh man, I had no idea.
Listen, I don't want no romance in the Power Rangers. I'm here for big robots and big monsters. That's all I care about.
Oh, this is the best. Oh. Peace, but thank you for the 5. I'm here, and Iro, if you need someone to talk to or need to fight, 10 out of 10 on both departments. No riding nukes into the ground. Rest in peace, cool guy. Thank you, Peace. Hey, Bravo, thank you for the 2. Hinges on rotors, on pistons, best plans. The greatest plan. This is gonna be wonderful. I think. It's gonna be something. Necromancer, did you miss mine about Transformers or not? I don't think I missed yours, Leaping. Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about the Netflix series. Yeah. Man or not, Puppers, thank you for 5. What Avatar movie? All right, I heard that one. Yeah, I can't believe they're doing a live action of the Avatar, though. It's gonna be crazy.
If it sticks to the original.
Right.
Like
Well, I think that's the whole
a live
thing.
action version, I think that'll be okay.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're doing. Like at least that's the plan. We're gonna have to bring the gear down farther. Thank you for keeping such a lovely and welcoming community for the sci-fi modding and Star Wars love. Sincerely, this anxious square. Aw, you're welcome, Q Monster. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome on the Discord, the Armco, or in the chat here. Rule number 1, don't be a dick. Don't be a jerk. That's it. It's not that complicated. So, thanks, you mods, for the kind words. I'm glad you feel that way. Now, where? I don't know. Like, this is gonna look real weird, right, stream? Like, if we lower this bottom and we put the gear under here, like, the gear would have to come... Maybe we should rotate all of the land. Yeah, I'm starting to like that idea. What if we rotated all of the all of the drills? Let's put more subgrids on this. That's obviously the plan, the solution. We space them out more, and then they don't have to come all the way 90 degrees or 45 degrees. They just need to come up enough that the gear are the flowest thing, right? Oh, this is so stupid. This is gonna be great. Paint it pink. So we do boop, boop, boop. And then we put a... Ah, no, they're not gonna fold right. Hey, come up here for a minute, would you? I need another set of eyes. I'm overcomplicating this. And I need you to see it. So let me set up here.
Okay.
Okay, so come on over on this side so you don't have to fly and burn all your hydrogen. So what I had before, and I wish I would have left this on there so you could have seen it, is that I had a drill.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. 8. Here we go. I had 3 drills sticking downwards from these pistons, like this.
Okay.
All right. But you see, the landing gear used to be underneath the bottom. And I kind of don't want to make it this really, like, tall build. I don't want to make it so... Because the gear have to be beyond where the drills are, or they're not going to work.
Right.
Right. So, well, my first thought was like, all right, we'll just make it really tall and put the gear on the bottom. But instead of doing that, what if I hinged it? Like, I'm trying to figure out, maybe I could put a hinge at the top between the piston and the drill so that they can rotate, like how the front is. You see how the front is? And now I can do this.
And then when you go to land, you can just flip the drills facing upward.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but
seems...
You see, the
What's
problem
the
is gonna,
problem?
well, the problem is they're gonna hit each other, right? Like when they rotate.
They shouldn't.
Would they not? If they all
they
rotated
go-
at once?
They're gonna turn straight up. Because if they're not hitting each other when they're sitting here and you use the pistons to lower them, they shouldn't hit each other when you flip them upwards.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they'll clear enough.
Yep.
And then I just need to set a limiter.
And like you just said, if you do them, like put them on a button and have them turn together,
Yeah, then it should be fine.
you should be fine. Yeah. And then that'll be really cool looking when you go to land and they just all turn up.
Oh, yeah, that'll be badass.
And then when you go mining, you can start playing turn down for what, and they'll all just like flip down and go to town.
And then I can get slapped by YouTube copyright because it hates fun. Oh, did you hear YouTube came down hard on streamers who used copyrighted music recently?
I don't keep up anymore.
Oh yeah, man. So I guess it was a big thing, and people were scrambling to delete like half a decade's worth of clips of their favorite clips from their channels because in the background they'd have like, you know, a random song playing that they didn't have the rights to. And people were really broken up about it because it was like mad delete. There's no easy way to delete videos. You got to go through one at a time. And some people have, you know, tons of clips.
Right.
It's nuts. The crab miner. It's actually not a bad name. All right, let me put some piston, some rotors on it. Some hinges. I gotta get used to saying that. Is there a thing now that exists in the game?
Yeah, I know I've told you before. Like, even me, I'm not. I don't know what the word is for YouTube. I can't monetize anything.
Partnered. The word is partnered on Twitch.
Okay.
It's sideways. So you're not partnered over there. Yeah.
No. And then YouTube, the requirements are so hard.
Are they?
You have to have 2,000 subscribers. which that part isn't too terrible. I mean, I already have that, but you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time in a running 12-month period.
Okay. It's been a long it's changed completely since when I started way back when.
Me too, because when I did it before too, it was just like you did your thing, you submitted your info, and they were like, okay, cool, here you go. And then they made some changes to try and work against those channels that were just auto-uploading other people's content.
Oh yeah.
So you couldn't monetize. It stopped it from monetizing those videos.
There's no indicator which way is front on this. I actually got yelled at for that. Somebody was uploading my stuff. Whole channel, nothing but like the one series I guess they liked of mine, because they cherry picked what they wanted. I think it was the SE series, and I was like, hey, this is stolen content. I dropped a comment on it, and there was like 5 replies that basically said, he's just trying to get started, man. It's like, get started what? Stealing people's stuff?
That's not how this works.
Like, wait a minute, what do you mean I'm the bad guy here because I don't want somebody stealing, like, you know, days of editing work? That was the old Space Engineer series too, the one that took like 18 hours minimum edit time once a week. All right, let's see if these rotate. So you know what I'm saying, stream? Like this, there's no indicator that tells you which way is front on this. At least not that I can tell. So when I do this, if I've rotated these, which I probably have. Oh, is it the lights? It's probably the lights, isn't it? The 2 lights.
There are 4 lights.
In chat right now, 2 people. The show was reboot.
Good job, guys. You are on it.
I just want to say, Jormagan, I love you. Thank you. When you get to this part in the video, we're thinking about you. Jormagan just dropped $5 donation to say, reboot! That's the all CGI show you were talking about. It's actually really good. CGI is hard to swallow, but it's actually, like, the story was good. I really enjoyed it. It got a little dark.
A lot of those shows did.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of the original Batman series, the animated series, that are like, holy crap. How did you get away with this? One of them was like a dream sequence. And they straight up like kill a main character. You don't know it's a dream sequence, but that's how they got away with it. They made it a dream. I remembered like there's quite a few good episodes out of that, but we need to remote access this thing. Oh no. I think I figured out what the indicator is though. I think it's those 2 lights. See those little dashes? Stream? I think that's telling you which direction, so they all go in the right way. That means I messed up with the middle one right here. But that's cool. There is an indicator, it's just really tiny. Now whether or not I can see it in the beta thing. Deleted thing for the 2. Have the hinge to the side instead of forward. Oh my god, it's that easy. Oh, Alti, why didn't you figure this out?
What?
Stream, like they were just like, no, you're silly. Why don't you just make it so it hinges to the sides?
I thought that's what you were saying.
No,
I thought that you understood that.
I didn't understand
Jesus
that.
Christ.
I was totally You distracted me
I thought
with
you
your Power
were going
Rangers
to
talk.
replace the elbow on the piston.
Totally was
So
on
that they would
another.
flip up.
No. And then if they flip up, I can mine sideways. Oh my goodness. There are how many people are watching right now?
We're still not looking at we're still not thinking the same things. I can guarantee it.
I'm taking off all the hinges. The hinges are wrong.
Okay.
They need to rotate outwards. So yeah, okay, there's 1,200 people probably just face bombed hard. No. So that's where the crab comment came from, actually. That makes more sense. Because it'll look like a spider or something with its legs sticking out the sides.
Mm-hmm.
So are we talking about the same thing now?
Place what you're thinking of doing.
Okay. All right. Hang on a second. I'm placing them now.
No.
What are you thinking? You're thinking have them go the other direction forward, right?
No.
What do you think?
I thought you were going to replace the conveyor hinge above the piston.
Oh, replacing that elbow.
That way, when you flip them, they will flip 180 degrees. So they'll either be facing all the way down or all the way up. Like the ones in the front are, because when you flip those, they will be facing completely vertically, facing forward or up or whatever.
That's true. I could replace that elbow and have them sticking straight up. That would look quite cool as it's coming down. I really like the idea of them going out to the sides, because then I can mine like the wall sides.
Yep.
As well, which is quite nice. What do you think, Stream? Should we do it this way, where they just kind of swing out in the bottom there, or have them go all the way up? You could drill up then too. Yeah, it's true. If I was like deep in it and I wanted to drill straight up, I could hit a button and have them rotate all the way up. I think Gordon just sold me on that. Yeah. I need another cup of coffee. This is the problem.
I need my other bang.
What?
What?
Excuse me.
Do you not know what bang is?
What do you think it is?
For once, I'm not making one of those jokes. It's an energy drink.
Censored.
Okay.
That's what
Thanks.
you get. That's what. Yeah, I'm here for you, man. It's a family show. It's an energy drink. Is this like the old Balls, the energy drink? Like that was a thing?
No, this is my trainer had suggested these to me. They're like no calorie. They're only like 30% daily of the things they give you, so it's not like you can drink one and jitter yourself into oblivion.
Have another coffee shack, you'll figure it out. Yep. It's obviously where I went wrong. Or are we gonna clear the engine? Yeah, we should clear the engine. Oh, wow, okay. I'm not gonna be able to rotate these to test them because there's not enough space in here. I think. Yeah, we'll try it. What could go wrong? All right, here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh no. One of these is not like the other. Does it clear it? No, it doesn't clear it. Dang. I kind of dig this though. This is cool. Be like a -5 on it. All right, let me just replace the one. But what? There you go. Now you can see it in action, Stream. Crab vibes. It's a dancing crab. Yeah. Look at that, Stream. We got crabs. Mining crabs.
Family show, huh?
Yep.
One of those hinges is not like the other.
That's what I said. That's literally what I said. I will replace it right now. I don't know how that. Oh, damn it! I just messed up my painted pink color. 3, 13, 100, 100. Boop, boop, and kaboop.
I replaced my big 4 lift engines with new ones.
Oh yeah, how are they looking?
They're pretty nice. They got a lot of cabling. They fill the space a little better. I like it.
So this is the DLC engines, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Is this your chosen color on there? That gold, or is that just there?
The green. I don't know. I picked green.
You picked green. Oh, let me turn on the light. Oh
So
yeah, I
the
can see
yellow-
where the green is. Yeah.
Yeah, the yellow color is already on there.
I'm gonna, and I can see you got your like power lights in there. What's the bottom look like? Oh, weird. It's got this like weird augmenter setup. It's got like two different, like an afterburner and an augmenter built into it or something. It's really strange. Oh, look at all the piping on the inside. Oh, nice. All right, I dig it. Looks good. Thank you, stream. They're all like, your colors are wrong. I didn't 100 on one of them. Try that again, shall we? We'll be right back. Roger, roger. Banner Not Puppers, thank you for the 2. Jay Bravo, thank you for the 2. Just had another coffee shack, you'll figure it out. Father Prax, thank you for the 5. A full 180 above the piston, then have a button to lock them so you can stop them from rotating if you want them at 90 degrees. Yeah, we'll set a button and we'll set some limiters on it so it doesn't go too far, I think. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But so far, so good. So where's the indicator on this? These should be, the 2 notches should be aiming towards the back. Can I actually see those on the, yeah, there we go. There it is. It's like they had this idea originally. Oh, no, don't weld that. Don't do the thing. I'm not ready yet. Am I gonna be able to fit this now that it's rotated itself? Yeah. Golden. Yeah, and then a 1 button push to deploy. How thick are those thrusters? They look like the turbo fans on top. It looks like they're the same size. I don't think there's a scale difference here. 3x3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then yeah, I'm gonna guess that's what these are. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Crazy Wolf, thank you for the 2. Make a lambda shuttle. Oh, we got the hinges now. You could do it. It'll still fly like garbage, just like every other lambda that's ever been made in Space Engineers, but you could do it. All right, he's got to come off. First, we do one of these. A little bit more. Right about there. That'll work. Let me grab a little pink color here. And then we go ahead and we just chop these off. And, oh, I missed, damn. All right, we got 2 more chances. Push him over a little bit more. Incoming! Oh, it hit him too, it moved him. No damage. Disappoint. Where's my Y'all saw nothing, all right? Don't rat me out. Unless they've got a lock option. Maybe, I haven't looked yet. Maybe the hinges have a lock option so they don't, like suddenly they become 1 grid instead of 2. That'd be cool. And they don't affect flight. So we want the lights on the bottom this time. 2 little notches on the bottom. There we go. Give it a piston on there. I thought we had a 1x1 piston. Hey Preston, thank you for the 5. Hey Shaq, I'm planning on watching Star Trek. Which series should I start with? As well as Stargate. All right, well if you're gonna start Stargate, it's very easy. Season 1 of Stargate. Well, start with the movie, I'd recommend, and realize that the movie and the show are totally different. Like their vibe is different. Both are good for different reasons. And then if you're gonna watch Stargate, start with obviously SG-1, and then just go through them in order because there's only 3 shows.
How can you have this conversation with me not here?
Well, you don't like Stargate, do you? Couldn't say that with a straight face. He's like the biggest Stargate fan. All right. Well, the question really was, what Star Trek should I start with? And eventually I'm going to watch Stargate. And I thought I'd go with the easy answer, which is you watch the movie, you watch SG-1, you go through them in order. And then, I mean, it gets a little weird, though. Like, how would you watch them or recommend somebody watch them? Because it gets weird because they were airing at the same time, Atlantis and SG-1.
I mean...
They even cross over, like, multiple times.
Do a lot. And Atlantis continues on after SG-1's over, and some of those characters go to Atlantis and stay there.
Yeah, when the show got canned, right?
Well, I mean, if you looked at the air dates, you just have to watch them together.
Yeah, if you want to watch them and see everything that's going on within that order, yeah, you have to watch them together. Why do the colors change? That's not right. Let's copy that. But for Star Trek, I would say, and I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with this, but I'd say start with Next Generation. Yeah, I'd start with Next Generation, then go DS9, and then if you're really hurting for some Star Trek, go watch Voyager.
What?
As much as I like Voyager, I went back and I watched it, and man, there's a lot of bad episodes in Voyager. Like, a lot of bad episodes. And I was a big fan of Voyager when it was airing. And when you get farther into it, it becomes the 7 of 9 Janeway Doctor show, where it's all them all the time. And they stop, like, writing good stories for the other characters.
Well, you know, I mean, 7 of 9 was pretty much introduced to save that show.
Yeah, she was. That's exactly what happened. They ain't even shy about it. Oh, Enterprise. I keep forgetting Enterprise exists. Original series. If you're going to go and watch the original series. Actually, that's okay. We haven't talked about movies, right? So you should probably start in the movies, I'd say. Start with, like, Wrath of Khan. You know? Don't watch the first Star Trek movie. It's awful. It brought the series back, but it's really not a good movie. But I'd say, like, you can start with, like, Wrath of Khan and then go into Next Generation. And then go back and watch Enterprise, because you'll get more out of it if you've watched Next Generation and DS9. You'll know what they're referencing more, especially when they start introducing like Ferengis and the more modern Klingon. Yeah. So that's probably the route that I would take. And then original series, go and watch it when you've watched enough Star Trek and then you've become a fan, and then go back and kind of see where its roots come from. But I wouldn't start there.
No, original series is kind of hard to watch, like, from our generational standpoint.
Mm-hmm. Especially growing up with TNG.
Yes.
Which has got, yeah.
Because especially when you look at original series and it really feels like cowboy space exploration.
Mm-hmm.
And then TNG is like very by the book. This is how we do things, kind of.
You're following the flagship. You've got Picard there. It's got a bit more. He's got a bit more like authority gravitas to him. It's good. It's good. Commander Not Puppers, Warp 10 lizards. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Voyager Warp 10 lizards. Oh, we did get my favorite line out of Voyager for the entire series, and that is, when going faster than light, no left or right. I don't remember in what reference that is, other than it was in the Warp 10 episode. But I've used that a lot, weirdly, in all the sci-fi games we play. I think this thing's ready to fly, man. Yeah, right? I think this is ready to fly, and we should box it. We should box it in. And we should make some landing gear that actually makes sense. Or replace the landing gear. We don't need to change where they are. No, Voyager does have some redeeming qualities in it. Like, there's a lot of really good Doctor episodes. There's a lot of really good... 7 of 9, they introduced her to save the show, basically, for sex appeal. and she ends up being one of the best like characters in the show.
Yeah,
Straight up.
Jerry Ryan is a fantastic actress.
Like, she's
Because now
really
she's in
good.
Picard.
I haven't watched that yet, so no spoilers.
I haven't watched it either.
I'm waiting until I can binge it. I don't have their streaming service, which is kind of screwing them over, I think. At CBS, whatever. Yeah, I don't have it, but eventually I'm gonna go and watch it, and I'll watch the rest of Discovery too. I heard that got a lot better after the first season. We are gonna have to make this a bit taller because look where where these big engines are that I put in for brake. So what I think we might do is we might the Jerry Ryan, like there's so many good episodes. Like there's a particular one with the doctor and him having basically he can't handle a moral dilemma of choosing one. He had two patients who were going to die, and they, he's a program, so he's supposed to choose based on the chance of survival. He has to work on one. He can save one person's life, choose one based on the best chance to live. Well, there was no difference. And it's just such a good episode of him dealing with that. It's just a total mind of an episode. It's good. What did you think of Enterprise?
Was not something that I tolerated for very long before I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
Only because when you do something where you are on a timeline progression, like you had TOS, TNG, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and then we go, okay, we're gonna go all the way back to a time when they don't know any of the things that you already know.
Yeah.
And we're gonna just go for it. And we're gonna introduce weird things that you've never heard of before, and then we're gonna try and introduce the Borg and pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah. That was a thing they did.
And I'm not the biggest fan of Scott Bakula.
What was his show before Enterprise? It was like
Quantum Leap,
dude. Yeah, that was the one. I'm putting in some walls because you broke through the stairwell, so I'm just kind of filling it in. One of your drilling for your base or something. Maybe it was me. I'm not sure, but it broke through there.
Definitely you.
Oh yeah, blame me. It's cool. I see.
I'm sure totally blaming you.
Oh yeah, it's like
do
5 floors away from you. It couldn't have been you. I'm still blaming you.
Mm-hmm. Nice try.
Hey, let's get a nap in. Look at there's Tex. Let's get a quick nap in. So I want to give a test flight of the new vehicle. I want to see how much power I'm drawing. I might have to double up. I hate time travel. It's a Star Trek thing. Time travel. Voyager did it a little too much. Oh yeah, and Enterprise's main plot is based on time travel, which was just bad. It was real bad. I think.
Does that count as sleeping?
Yep. Wait, are you in your thing?
Yeah.
It worked. Yeah, it totally acts as a bed, so you can actually sleep in your Borg alcove. I love that it turns red when you're charging too.
I am the Borg.
Oh man, that's great. Leaping. Thank you for the donation. Says I'm ahead to sleep now, Captain. Good night. Well, good night. Thanks for hanging out with us for a bit. Preston, thank you for the 5. Thanks for the tips. And the way Battlestar is laid out is confusing me so far. Liking them all. Oh, Battlestar Galactica? Yeah. Babylon 5, man. If you want some great 90s sci-fi, go and watch Babylon 5. I don't know if it's available. It used to be on Netflix like years ago, but I don't think it is anymore. I think it's on Amazon now. Ah, worth it though. Probably the best 90s sci-fi.
Farscape.
Farscape. If you want that glorious 90s cheese, Farscape is like, yeah. It's still raining, dude. I'm changing the weather.
Also, for anyone who's like hasn't watched Stargate yet and is getting into it, I definitely suggest watching Farscape because Claudia Black and what's his name?
Mm-hmm. You get more out of the end of Stargate.
His name.
Ben Browder.
The end of Stargate, yes. Those two have such good chemistry anyway. So beautiful.
They brought them over there. Yeah, they took the cast, the main characters of Farscape, and just brought them over to take over Stargate.
Yep, that was the beauty of sci-fi acquiring Stargate.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, let's just do that.
Farscape's gonna end, so we need to do something with Ben Router and Claudia Black.
Let's just have them do that. Oh, so great.
This is quite the something you've built here. You also dropped some pistons on the floor.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was trying to drop them on your head while you were gone.
Oh man.
I know, I missed.
You're such a nice guy.
I told you about it. No secrets.
Lies.
No secrets.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's about to get a test flight, and then I'm gonna bring it in, and I'm gonna work on making it like. I need to give it a body. I need to give it like a shape. So.
If you want to go get some ice.
Ice? You need ice?
I need ice.
All right. Well, let's see if she flies first and if it's got enough power to run it. Definitely have to rework the thrusters. Uh-oh.
It's looking like a no.
I don't think all the thrusters are on. They're on now. Does this thing even have a gyro? Yeah. Looks like it flies. Oh, it's gonna need more gyros. This is its maximum turning speed, by the way.
You're scraping your knuckles on the floor, by the way.
Oh, cool. It's just...
It keeps falling.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned.
How does it fall? Oh, it's falling because this is the grid problem. It's got enough thrust, but it can't hold itself up for whatever reason. Whoa, that ain't the right button. Like, there's no reason it should be falling right now. It's got inertial dampeners on, but because it's got so many subgrids, it's just like, yeah, I don't want to be in the air anymore. Let me get it out the door so I can work on it. Oh, it's still raining out here. I haven't set up the rotation yet either. It does fit through the door. All you naysayers out there. Yeah, it's still sinking. I might have to set a couple thrusters to just override constantly pushing it up. It's a bit lame. I can just set it on the drills.
Yeah.
It holds it up fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
That's funny.
That's good. That's good. Sir Aaron, thank you for the 5. Just don't watch any Trek after 2005. Modern Trek ranges from meh to blasphemy. Oh, man. I don't know anything about the newer stuff yet. I haven't watched much. I watched a little bit of Discovery when it was first airing. I was like, oh, I'll just come back to this. Probably not the greatest response to a TV show. I'll come back later. Well, all right, let me piston. You ready for some rotor action?
Oh, yeah.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 2 downward thrusters. And I'm gonna, let's see. I don't know which one's which back there. I'm gonna give them both an override. I just gotta figure out which one's which. Hey, would you look around all the engines, tell me which ones are starting to flare? The big engine's pointing downwards. I want the 2, actually make it the 2 in the middle is the one I'm looking for. So, all right, here we go. Here's 1.
Nope.
None of them are thrusting?
Okay, front one on this side is...
Okay, so that's not the one we want. All right, what about this one?
That one is the middle one on this side.
That one's a middle one? Okay, so
yep.
I'm just gonna call you mid left thruster up. Okay, here we go again.
Nope,
Okay.
back one.
That's a back one, okay. This one?
Middle.
This is the middle one? Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna set these to like a slight override to counteract that drift. Yeah, it just doesn't know how to calculate the extra weight from the drills, I think, and from all those subgrids. Okay, now I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna set them to. So what I will do... Blap. Oh, no. Watch out! Behind you.
I know has gun.
Try not to shoot you. They might be out of ammo. Cool.
Neat. I'll just be in here.
With those engines on override, I'm gonna lose a lot of thrust. Just general thrust. That's not good. Whee! Holy crap, this thing goes up fast. Maybe that's not a problem. Oh, shit. Okay, I've gotta land again. Like, the inertial dampeners are on right now, stream. And look how fast I drop when I'm not turning my thrusters on. Boop, boop, boop. Still sinking. Turn on the inertial tensor and it'll fix that. Okay, let's give it a try. Because I would much rather just do it on its own. Shear inertial dampeners. Ah, okay. We'll try that. See if that setting fixes it. So let's just do all thrusters. And we'll turn this off. Should take the cockpit off the hinge behind you. What? The cockpit on the hinge? All right, where do we turn on that option? Also, we need the crab miner. What we'll call this thing for now. Crab miner. It's in the hinges themselves. Okay, gotcha. So hinges, shear inertial tensor, equalize virtual mass of connected grids, achieve more stable behavior. Oh! Oh, that's nice. Oh, why don't they have a button for this? For flight,
chat.
For flight controls. Yeah, me too. Soup for sure. Why don't they have this for flight controls is my question. You know? Why don't they have a button where you just like, you flick it on and now your controls, unless they already do that. Can anybody confirm or deny? Is that a thing? Where you don't need the script and it'll just let you control thrusters that are attached to it? I doubt it, but. You have to do that with the pistons too. Yeah, good point. Pistons. Done. All right, here we go. Does she float? She, sorta. Now it just sinks slower. Let me double check all those pistons. Pistons, share on. Hinges, all hinges, share on. The whiplash script is still needed, Thorn says, yeah. So, still doesn't really fix the problem, guys. Check it out. I mean, I can fly with this still. It's not a big deal. The fact that it's even going slower is better. Or easier for me to make up for it. Just give it a little thrust every once in a while and we'll stay put. But it's not perfect, but it'll work. Oh, this needs another. Let's get down there. Put another gyro on it. Okay, this constant rain can piss off. There. Raining since we started.
Reflection of my soul.
Uh-huh.
All right, my people cargo container is done.
Is it? Come on up. Just don't crash into me.
Oh, I gotta climb the ladder, get my cockpit.
We need to set these separately because we want to do. Maybe not actually. Let's see.
Oh, the elevator is currently up. Can I remote into the station? For this.
Yeah, you can. The station hasn't been named, the base. This is cool. Oh man. The drills are moving. It's weird that they're not moving perfectly in sync. Probably just the fact that they were touching the ground when they started, but dude. Wait a minute. One of them's being weird and doing his own thing. This is cool though. I got the hinges going. What in the world? You need more torque. What's the bad guy doing back there? Is there not enough power? No, there's enough power. Why do they? Why the back ones are just like, I do what I want? Looks cool though. Check it out. Are you serious? Oh, screw you, weather. Starts raining immediately. You need more torque? Yeah, like it's too floppy. Let's give it more torque. See what happens. I'm happy they're all facing the right direction. Are there limits? There shouldn't be any limits to these. Ooh, that's fast. That's like break itself fast. Watch it, you got robots spawning again. Be careful. Robots.
Oh, I'm still downstairs.
Okay.
Having some problems, apparently.
Yeah, I'm having some bizarre. I'm having some bizarre problems myself with these hinges and the inability for the vehicle to turn itself even with 2 gyros at the moment. It's because of the subgrids. They're being really weird. So let's reverse this now. The fronts reverse almost immediately, but the ones on the pistons, they're farther out, so there's more power required. It's taking longer. Let's go to 10. And then the ones in the very back are bouncing off for some reason. Try locking the hinges. Well, look at the one in the back. Increase the braking torque for the hinges and it'll help with the bounce back. All right. Let's really crank up the braking torque to like half and see what happens. Also, pistons are soupy heavy in game terms, are they? Okay. Naming these so we know which one's which, because these need less power and all these back ones need more power, so they're gonna have to be set up differently. No, I don't need the drill. I need the... Cool. And then front drill hinges. So you're gonna need a bunch more torque. Need a couple of batteries to keep the power draw. I don't think we're maxing power draw, but we'll take a look at it. And downward thrusters. We don't need downward thrusters. That's called gravity. We can drill straight down, so we don't need to rotate that deep, hopefully. Okay, this is me turning. Because of the sub. I think it's because of the subgrids. We don't want to go too fast because we can't turn. So we might need more batteries just to have more capacity. It's not about power draw. We're not even passing 50% power draw right now. So, thinking gyros. What do you think, stream? Just more gyros? They're all set up too. They're looking good. They're all upwards this time. I don't know why the other ones were. Maybe he's right. It was just it needed more. It needed more braking torque for the bounce back. Yeah, I guess that's it. We just got to we got to double down on gyros. Collision boxes are a thing. Yeah, I know they're a thing. Look at the problem. There is no problem. They folded up. Collision boxes aren't the problem. Might have bounced a little bit right there, which we could actually cut off here and put it underneath it. I think there is a hole. Let's see. Can I cut you off? And then we'll just route it like that. Yeah, that's probably worse. All right, we'll try more gyros. More bats and more gyros. Do 2 more gyros. It's a lot of gyros for something so small. Batteries. Batteries. You flying your vehicle up here?
Something is like super wrong.
Uh-oh. I'm coming.
I tried to remote into the base to lower the piston, and ever since, like,
Just killed myself jumping down the elevator.
oh my god.
I'm coming up.
I had power, and then as soon as I tried to do the remote, all my power's gone. I can't generate any power.
You can't get power. It looks like all your batteries are off. Yeah, try that. Looks like your batteries are off. Like turn them all on and then manually. You just unlocked your gear. Hey, Commander Not Puppers, thank you for the 2. Don't you want those drills on the ground to mine? Yeah, that's why they rotate. No go?
Nope.
Let me see. What's going on? Yeah. All batteries. They're on charge mode auto. And then you hit Y to... Oh no, system's on. You can double check and see if they've got any power. Oh, they're tapped, dude. You're out of juice. What'd you put on here? Anything weird?
No.
Was the system running the whole time?
For real, like, no. I had... Everything was fine until I tried to remote access the base from my cockpit. And then my power went down to nothing, and I cannot get anything to turn back on. I can't even get, like, ice into the O2 H2 generator.
Okay. Yeah, you won't be able to do that when it's completely powered down like that. You might be able to get away with putting like a booster battery, so one small battery on it to see if you can get the ice into the generator. Power it for just a few seconds to get the stuff to move, which it should do automatically. I don't know why it would drain your power instantly just from doing a remote connect, unless there's some kind of weird bug going on. Let's pop a battery on it and see what happens. Because the battery will start with like 30% charge. Hey, Not Peppers, thank you for the 5. All right, man, got a split. We'll catch the rest of the VOD. Best of luck with your miner shack and your people box, Alti. Yeah, this is the people box, by the way, which I can't go in there now because there's no power. Antenna range? I mean, yeah, well, I can't imagine his one antenna, even if he maxed the range, would drain those batteries so quick. There you go. Check the ice. That's not gonna last very long. Not with all that stuff running. See if it transferred over. I can hear it running. So let's stick all those batteries on recharge. Now that the ice is going. Oh, you got it on recharge, cool. You got enough ice in there to let it run for a bit?
I put 900 in. It's about a third of the way through.
You can hook it to the base. We could run... If you took off this downward connector that you've got back here and made a normal connector sticking out, and we could build off of this pipe right here and get you a connector you can like kind of back into. I have no tools because I died and all my stuff fell off, so I'll be right back. Oh, Bob, did you pick up my welder? Grinder, you got my rifle. Oh, man. There we go. Oh, you've got my tanks, too. There they are. I don't need an oxygen. I've been enjoying this Sunday series though. Like just the kind of the chill building and testing out the new updates as they come out. It's been fun. Right. I'm gonna cut into this guy. It's like you're a little higher. What was that? Oh no, what was that?
I don't know.
Why are there explosions? It wasn't my vehicle. My vehicle's just sitting up here. What is that sound? You hear it too, right?
I definitely hear it too.
It sounds like... What is that noise? Oh, God! I just killed myself again jumping down that
Me
damn
too.
elevator. I don't remember that being lethal, but apparently it is now. All right, we gotta go back up there. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, no!
Crashed.
I know what I did. I know what I did. And you just crashed. I know what I did.
What?
I cut
What
free.
happened?
I cut free that connector. The piping under the base must be going wild right now down there.
Oh no.
He didn't anchor it to anything, so it's like that one pipe was holding something important up. I need my tools. Where are my tools? Bang, bong. All right. Ace, calm down. I'm going. Oh no. What is free down here? Sounds like it's nearby.
Let loose the dogs of war.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong, actually. That might not be what it is. Oh, it's Tex's vehicle doing it. His pistons are freaking out. Did you turn on his pistons while you were messing around?
I did not touch his vehicle. No.
Oh yeah, they're not happy at all. That was what it was. Oh man, that was panic mode. Okay. Somebody pushed some piston buttons. And I'm not pointing any fingers, but it's probably you.
I call not it. I went into the thing and I picked elevator and I hit the button reverse and that was it.
Uh-huh. Well, the elevator, you did not click. They were right next to each other. I think you might have misclicked that one. Because the elevator is still down, by the way. All right. Well, that was exciting. And you crashed during all that. That's too funny.
Ooh-wee.
Kim, thank you for the donation earlier. Episode 200 of Stargate SG-1 is one of the best episodes of Season 10. You're not wrong. It is great. You know what was really disappointing, though? When they aired that, right? It was a big deal. They advertised it quite a bit. The celebration for 200th episode. That night, after they did they did the episode, and then they did the after party. Like, they had a party, a video of the party, of everybody together and talking about how they hope they're doing it for another 10 years and all that. That same night, they announced that the show was canceled. Yeah. They announced that the next season, either that season or the next season was the last season. It was, it's bad. That was rough.
Yeah, 10 was the last season.
Yeah. So they were hoping they were going to get renewed. They did that like special, and then they were like, this is it.
The unfortunate thing is they canceled them so that they could do Universe.
Which didn't turn out great.
I liked the premise. I liked the story they were doing, but I guess they got the Battlestar Galactica people involved.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a lot of outside ship shaky cam.
Mm-hmm. They wanted to be Stargate. Stargate was super popular back then, remember? Or not?
Yep.
Yeah, not Stargate. Yeah, Battlestar.
Battlestar.
Battlestar was super like, it was huge. They were like, why aren't we them? Oh, stream, this isn't gonna work,
Oh, there's
guys.
another one. I forgot. Origins.
Origins.
Stargate had its own streaming service. Hold on. To Google while this loads.
Ah, this isn't gonna work, stream. This mining vehicle is not gonna function properly. We're gonna have to get rid of the pistons. I think it's the pistons. People have talked multiple times about how the pistons are really heavy. Okay, so here's the problem. Let me take off. This is me trying to rotate with 3 gyros. I'm rotating to the right. This is me rotating to the left now. Oh, I never. What was it a real show?
Yes. Stargate Origins, American science fiction adventure web series, part of MGM.
Web series.
Consists of 10 episodes, each 10 minutes in length. So it's essentially a 10-episode feature-length movie.
Wait, Stargate by itself had its own streaming service?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're not going to talk about that.
Interesting.
But it had like real good actors. Like people you've heard before that are in other sci-fi series.
I'm like, ooh.
Where is it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to pop these off. We'll try it with just without the pistons and see how it goes.
What's his name? The engineer in Enterprise.
The guy who played Tucker?
Yeah, he's in it.
Oh, that's cool. I liked him. He was one of the better characters.
I never watched it, but the reviews are not good, so.
Ooh.
It's got like 2 stars.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Shit, 3 gyros aren't that many, but for a small ship it is. I mean, I could dump gyros on this, but just based on how little it's moving, I'd probably have to put another 10 gyros on it. Add another 6 more and see what happens. All right, let's see how it flies without the pistons on it and just those. Let's see what happens now. Let's wait until the rest of the drills come off. We're doing this for science today, everybody. Pistons and hinges. Hey, Bob, thank you for the 2, by the way. Your trouble is with sheer inertia tension. My trouble is the fact that it drops like a rock without that turned on. Right? So I don't know what the alternative is. I'd rather it turn slow than fall out of the sky at the moment. Tucker was a wraith in Atlantis. Was he really? God, it's the same actors for all these shows. That's nuts.
He was a wraith, they turned into a human.
Oh, he got turned into a human? Weird.
Yep.
We can turn a little bit better now. All right. Let me get a stream vote real quick. Just pop in there 1 for just tons of gyros. Just add gyros until you run out of parts. Or a 2 for drop the pistons. Remove the pistons completely. So 1 is gyros, 2 is remove pistons. I'm curious, see what chat says. We're gonna run with that. Oh, hello, robot. Exterminate. Oh no, did I not grab my rifle? I did. It has 16 bullets in it. Crap.
I need you to do me a favor.
What's up?
Can you go downstairs and see if there is a body of me somewhere?
Sure. Oh, you want me
to
murder you again?
Murder me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please.
Let's see what we got here. Mostly
apparently,
ones.
That's a thing.
Mostly ones. Wah! Suck it, robot. He fell just like we did. Trying to kill me. It's pretty great. Yeah, it's mostly ones. All right, no, don't spam. Like one for everybody. One for everybody. All right, we're gonna go with ones then. What was ones again? Add gyros. Dude, I don't see your body. Wait. Yeah, dude, you're 20 meters below me. You're in the floor.
Yeah.
You're in the bunker.
Respawned at the survival kit.
Yeah. You died. You died the same way I did. I forgot. You want me to end you?
Yep.
End it all.
Please.
Play Zakbot. Blah.
I must die so I can be reborn.
Apparently. Tucker was a human that was turned into a wraith, and then he turned back. What? God, Atlantis is a weird story. Like a lot of the Stargates, when you watch them, you definitely get the feeling that there was no plan, which is, I think, part of the fun of that series. As weird as that seems, like Babylon 5, there is a plan from the very beginning, right? The plot is going somewhere, and all roads lead to the end. All right, guys, you guys can chill out with the numbers now. Appreciate it, though. But Stargate, there's no plan. They're just making that shit up as they go. They hit a season finale. They have no idea they're going to be reworked. Like, they're going to be So they wrap up the show. They've done it multiple times in this story. Like, remember the arcs where, like, you get to the end and you're like, this is where the story ends. They don't know if they're going to be re-upped for another season. They even changed networks multiple times.
Just once.
I thought they were... Didn't they go...
It was Showtime.
Showtime. I was about to say Skinamax.
Showtime for like 5 seasons, and then Sci-Fi grabbed it.
Showtime. That's why the pilot has nudity, which always blows people away when they watch it. And they're like, "Whoa, Stargate! This like family-friendly sci-fi show has straight up nudity. There's boobs everywhere."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. All right, let's do it. Gyros. Everybody voted gyros. I wonder if the pilot of that show, the first episode, ever actually got... What the hell was that noise? Ever got aired on TV? Like an edited version.
I doubt it.
All right, I gotta ask this. I'm curious because I don't actually know the answer. I think it's gonna be Stargate, but what's your favorite 90s sci-fi?
Me?
Yeah. I don't know what your answer's gonna be. I'm thinking you're gonna say Stargate, but I'm not sure.
That's crashed again.
Why can't I put this on?
Christ. That's tough. I didn't get to watch Stargate before it was on Sci-Fi.
Seeing everybody dropping theirs. Batman Beyond. You know, I'll let that slide. That's legit. Sure, why not?
That is legit. Yeah.
I'll give you that. It had one of the better intros, that's for sure. I think I'm too far away from the bobs.
I really like Andromeda.
Andromeda? You mean the Kevin Sorbo show?
Hell yeah.
Kevin Sorbo uppercut. Solve all life's problems, whether it's Hercules or Andromeda.
Those shows were cool.
That was not one of the options you would never have guessed. Andromeda. Oh, man. Like, what? Oh, what? Yeah, so the old Hercules, if you don't know what Andromeda is, you're not alone. I'm sure most of the chat doesn't know what that show is. It was a sci-fi. I think it was in the 90s. Yeah, it was Kevin Sorbo's the guy that played Hercules in the old like Hercules Adventure whatever series. Oh man, it's like thundering out now. Crazy. I'm going to extend these pistons.
Dude.
Or run this somewhere else.
Try, do me a thing. Do you have the player list?
Yeah, you're not on it though.
Shit.
Yeah, man. Want me to reload? See if that fixes it.
Let me try and join again, and then we'll determine our next course of action.
Roger, roger. Shark Gaming, thank you for the 5. Hey, Shaq, first time I've caught a live stream in a long time. Here's some coffee on me. Keep the good work. Oh, thanks, man. Hey, Bob, thank you for the 2. Control. Oh, I read that one. Silent Storm, thank you for the 5. I thought Sliders was a solid sci-fi show from the 90s. Oh, man, Sliders. Remember that. Oh, God, why? Oh, that was awful. You're not in the game.
What?
Ah, there's this horrible static noise from, I think it's supposed to be the rain. It's like somebody cranked their TV and switched to the static channel. What was that? Sorry, stream. There it goes again. I'm just gonna admin the do that. We might disable the weather. You never gave me an answer. Was that your answer?
No.
Kevin Sorbo uppercut was your answer?
No, I think it's really hard for me to pick one because I don't know.
You gotta
Yeah, I
pick one.
crashed.
You crashed. All right, I'm gonna save and we'll reload. Gotta pick one, man.
I'm like reliving my childhood, thinking of all of the things.
all the shows you grew up with. Yeah.
I think, looking back, I think I'm gonna pick DS9.
Good choice. Good choice.
That was the one that I like grew up watching.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with DS9. Cisco and the crew.
Yep.
Bob is not welding this. All right, I'll save and I'll reload. Unless you manage to get in.
No, I crashed.
All right. Having some issues today. Glitchy Sunday is what it is. Dark Matter. I haven't actually watched Dark Matter.
Oh, Dark Matter is good.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a newer one. It's on
Putting
Netflix.
it on my list of things to watch. Oh, wait a minute. I think I watched the first couple episodes and didn't really get into it. Does it get better?
I got really into it because I think the first episode's when they wake up on the ship and they don't have any memories.
Yeah.
So they name themselves based on the order that they woke up.
I have watched the first couple episodes of that, yeah.
The thing that got me, the first character that wakes up the guy, I can't help myself, but they killed him off at the end of the season, and I was like, well, this show is dumb now. They killed off
You
my
get a favorite
character,
character, then you're just like, meh. Fair enough. Hey, Gordon, thanks for the 5, man. I had a question about your work in the military. Did you work aerospace? What field? I'm an electrical technician. I did comm repair in the civilian market. I worked on, I was an aerospace propulsion apprentice for years. I worked on F-16 engines, the 2 variants that the 16 had. Spent most of my time Texas, Mississippi, and working in Japan. And now I'm being murdered by robots. 7 bullets. I didn't get ammo. So, and then I eventually left that and did weather forecasting for a little while with the Air National Guard. So, yep.
Now here we are.
You just connected, didn't you?
I tried.
When you
trying.
Okay, so when you do that, my game hard freezes now. So that's how I know you're connecting. And yeah, now here we are. Got out of the military, went and did some went and gotten word speaks. College, did college things. And here we are. College things and stuff, as they do. All right, we're gonna gyro the hell out of this while you're loading in. And now I were to live a very weird life on the interwebs. Steel plates. Space Above and Beyond, another cliffhanger. Space Above and Beyond. That was an old EA published game, wasn't it? Made by Westwood? I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know if it was a TV series, but she needs a mining test run. We got to get it flying. Right now we can't turn. And I keep being told that's important in your mining vehicle or your aircraft. We're gonna do 6. We're gonna spread them out though. Actually, we're gonna do more than 6 because it really wasn't turning. That way we know if it works or not. Those pistons. Yeah, Deep Space Nine is a good one. I mean, it had some of the most interesting, like... A friend of mine once told me, he's like, his view of Deep Space Nine was, this is a show about kingdoms and castles, and a castle under siege. If you watch it from that perspective. Like, the politics of it. This, like, medieval world of empires sieging each other. And all the weird politics that happen in between. I don't know, it was a weird take on it, and I kind of dug it. It's a good show, though. I think kid me would say for sure, maybe Next Generation. Me as an adult, Babylon 5 would have to be my favorite old school sci-fi. Really enjoy that story. Particularly with all the crazy shit that's going on nowadays. Like the Night Watch storyline and all that. Good.
I'm gonna restart my computer.
All right, man. See if we can turn now. We can turn. Oh, still barely can rotate, but we can turn. There's still 2 gyros not finished. Space Marine show on Fox in the early 90s was early CGI. Space Marine show. You talking about the CGI Starship Troopers show, Mike? Anybody remember that? I think that was on like MTV or something. That was on a weird channel if I remember right. That was like, why is this here? Still doesn't rotate very well. Moses in space. Kip, I wouldn't say that. It's got a little bit of that. It's got a little bit of that, but I wouldn't say that's what that show is. I don't think that show is defined by that. There's a few episodes and like a single plot thread that follows that, but they get a little heavy toward the end of the series. All right. Let's go do some mining. Let's give this thing a try. First thing we need to do is make those pistons a group so we can deploy them at once. And let's get a single hinge group. Farscape's Peacekeeper Wars was great. Like if you watch that show, if you can just get through that show, because I know there's a lot of like in it, but if you can get toward the end, Peacekeeper Wars it's so good. I wonder if we can just get away with doing a reverse on this. Doing a reverse and then doing a lock, maybe. Hinge lock on and off. There we go. So let's see if we lock them and we detach our land. Does that help flight? Let's go for flight. All right, full burn, forward and up, 17 minutes of power. So probably gonna wanna expand our power. a bit. Turning flights. Actually, it feels pretty good. This isn't bad. 25 minutes of power. So let's do a little bit of mining. Rotation is still really awful. Oh, so sluggish. You know, we don't have a connector on it, do we? No, we have no way of connecting. That was lightning. Hey. So we'll get some ice. And then we'll come back and we'll figure out our connection problems. This fog is making it hard to see. Let's turn off our lights. Keep trying to turn my lights off like this is Star Citizen. I was playing that yesterday. What's the biggest ship you've ever created? Voyager. I made an Intrepid. Oh my god, I can't see anything. This weather. It's like non-stop. It's rained every day, multiple times. We're gonna have to go in. Hopefully there's a mod or a setting I can change that change the rate. I don't mind having the weather. I think it's quite a cool concept, but it has been multiple times every single day. Peacekeeper, do your job. Yeah, what a great... Yep. Hey, Guardian, thank you for the 5. Andromeda started good with the direction, then Sorbo became a producer and wanted the show to be about him. Is that what happened? I honestly don't remember much of that show. I remember, like, there was a weird... The base concept was, like, in the pilot, he was locked in the edge of a black hole, stuck in time, and then they, like... dislodge him and the world's gone to crap. He's basically like post-Federation Star Trek. After a calamity, and that's the plot. And you've got like the Enterprise running around trying to rebuild the Federation by itself. Like that's kind of the idea behind that show, is all I remember. Okay, so let's do rotor lock, unlock. Let's do a rotation. Oh, okay. Oh, yep, no, that's fine. Ooh, bounces around a little bit. And then once they settle, rotor lock. What we don't have is the drills. Hey! Let's get the dog in a hole. She works! We can drill forward, we can drill sideways. Not the smoothest flight. He's saying he's the Enterprise D-Shack? I don't remember. I don't remember much of that show. Kevin Sorbo uppercut. That's what I remember. All right, it's working. Hey, Forden, thank you for the 5. Shaq, you should play The Last of Us 2. It'll help you in space engineers. You'll never have to mine for salt again. Yeah, I've heard some things. I didn't play the first one, though, so. I don't think that ever came out on PC.
What are we playing?
Oh, somebody mentioned Last of Us 2, but I didn't play the first one, so. People were salty about that game for some reason. So it's mining.
Is it flying?
It's flying. Yeah, it's flying. It's mining. On my way back now, actually, with a bunch of ice. Just for you.
We'll see.
Oh man. Oh man. It is a little weird because when it comes, when the arms raise, it like throws the vehicle around a bit. It's a little scary. And lock him in place. But it works. What's happening? I've lost control. No. Why? Okay, detach. Unlock them then. If locking them broke it. Oh God, what happened? Oh no. I can't rotate. What the hell? Okay, I got it. What was that?
Not my fault.
Oh, that was real bad. Oh, that was scary. So I lost the ability to control, like I could go forward and backwards and the thruster still responded, but I couldn't rotate anymore. Like the gyros were just stuck. Ah, what in the world? Okay, but now I have control again. Oh, that was heart pounding. Okay, I'm coming back to base. The game does not like these subgrids at all. The damn weather's back again. I'm turning weather off.
Yeah, I thought it would be a little less frequent.
Yeah, it's like every 5 seconds. I wonder if there's an option. This is whatever the default setting is for maps, because they didn't have the weather turned on before. So I'm hoping that there's something like how you can change the time of day change. Sounds like you need more gyros. Now that's a weird thing, because it wasn't like the gyros were feeling underpowered, and maybe they were because of the weight. Like I have control right now. Look at me. I can turn. Rotation's a bit slow, but I can still do it. They just stopped working. We'll put more gyros on it, sure, why not? But I don't think that's going to be the solution here. This can happen if the subgrids are hitting the main grid. Fluid dynamics, the load is shifting. I wish that was the problem. Look at the fog, it's already back. Yeah, we're turning that off. It's either you can't, you just, I'd like to see the video game. It's almost constant. Did you ever make it back in?
It's loading.
All right.
I did. Restarted, cleared out a bunch of caches. Logged out of Steam, logged back into Steam.
I've got a hookup point. I still have it on the top. Well, today was a day of wanting to play around with the hinges, and yeah, they functioned very much like rotors. Like the same issues, the reasons I don't do rotors that often.
I think it's a little strange that they like came up with the rotors and the hinges and they can't keep them combined into the same grid for some reason.
Yeah. The
You're
way
on
they
same
behave.
ship. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Subgrid collision. Box even touches main grid. Clang will touch you. Yeah. So maybe the solution is to sped this out a bit more, or it might be to get rid of the pistons, because people are saying that the pistons strangely weigh a lot. Shack, weather right now is super bugged and King should be working on it. Even lighting strikes are way too often. You think this is bad Titan's worth? You can't see 20 feet in front of you? I would say that vehicle right there is about 20 feet. I can't make out any details on that, other than the fact that it's there. With my lights off. Lights on, it's not so bad. Set the weather effect that you want. Okay. Storm, heavy rain, Mars storm, fog light, fog, heavy dust, alien thunderstorm. I want clear skies. That's not even an option. Oh, every time. Sudden robots. Sudden robots or something.
Hell, low.
Yep, there's more.
So this is my thoughts.
Hit me.
I'm pretty sure it's the robot skin.
Okay. You think that might be causing the issue? No, we're not sure yet, guys. We'll have to do some experimenting.
I say that because when you killed me earlier and I was able to log in, I logged in as the base skin. And like now I have died again, and trying to respawn as the robot seems to be causing a problem.
Yeah.
It's my theory. Because I crashed again.
Gotcha. Whoa, I'm not on the edge, am I? No, we're good. Make it inside. No, not again. I'm inside. Sweet. All right, well, we'll experiment some more at a later time. I think right now, yeah, we're in far enough. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream here, guys, as we're having some multiplayer technical difficulties. But we've been going for 3.5 hours, so I'm probably gonna pick this up back over on Twitch. Not here, Space Engineers. Might play some X or something else. So if you guys want to join me over on Twitch/CaptainShack, or you can find Alti. You streaming now? You mentioned it earlier. What are you doing over there? You doing Final Fantasy?
Well, for the last 2 weeks, I have done nothing.
Well, but, yeah. I know you got stuff going on right now.
Final Fantasy 14 is like my main thing. Trying to work through Persona 5 Royal. And yeah. And Persona 4 Golden just came on Steam, which I have, but I want to finish 5 before I go back.
Cool, man. Cool. What's your Twitch channel name?
Alteran.
Wow. Who would have guessed it?
Who would have guessed it?
All right, man. Well, thanks for jumping on. I know you got a lot of stuff going on right now, and I'm really happy you could jump into this whole thing. We'll do some more experimenting, maybe even after we get off here, and see if we can get you being able to connect, if it is the skin or whatever the issue is there. But Anthony Foster, thank you for the 2, man. Y'all have a wonderful day. Stay safe, everybody. The world's gone crazy. So, take care of each other. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Brr. I'm gonna do my slow pan from the planet. Cha. Really, man? Kevin Sorbo?
What?
Like, why?